sight. The old gods granted me a vision of the way to change reality. In the shadows creeping, can't rest your weary head. No time for you to sleep now, or evil it will spread. So gather all your friends and listen to my tale. Adventure story shaping the magic and the veil. Dragons, devils, demons, and creatures that I fear, and heroes of the north. Just please don't be scared. The heroes are the monsters to the enemy. It all depends upon the way that you proceed. OriginalGM, we're here to set you free. Come join in the adventure. Who you wanna be? Who you wanna be? We are
My name is Osith, and the first thing that I remember is waking up in the fire and in the ash of a burning city. I don't remember who I was or where I came from. As I opened my eyes, there was a woman standing over me. Her name was Rila. She offered me her hand and said, "But look what we have here, a little pup. Come with me, pup. This is no place for you." As we made our way through the city, there was that smell. Screaming, dogs barking in the distance. "The king is dead, the king is dead," I heard them say. As we left the gates of the city, ahead of us on the road, as far as the eye could see, the refugee caravan headed north with me in tow. I was part of the wagon train that carried Miss Morcy and her ladies of the night. That night, I was given my own tent to sleep in. Miss Morcy introduced me to a mercenary, a barbarian named Braid. Miss Morcy ordered him to be my bodyguard, but instead of being a terrified little girl, that is the day that my training started. He taught me to fight, how to hold a sword, how to don my armor. He told me stories of a city to the north, Beacon, the shining city of hope, built by an adventuring party known as the Spirit Riders, who later came to be called the Heroes of the North. With a bad case of amnesia, I thought to myself, I could use some hope right about now. That night, as I slept, I was awakened by someone rummaging through my tent. Absolutely terrified, I laid there in silence, hoping that whoever this was would take what little I had and just leave. As I laid there, all of a sudden, I felt his breath on my face. I opened my eyes, pulling the dagger from under my pillow. When my knife met his throat, his eyes went cold. As the warm blood filled my eyes and nose, running down my chest, I knew that he was dead. I will be a victim no longer. I was changing. The second night, I sat by the fire. From down the caravan, I heard the most beautiful music. It triggered something inside of me. Not a memory, but a feeling. Braden and I walked down to where the music was coming from. That night, I met bards of Tarnak, the god of music, altered states, tailors, poetry, and time. I met dancing gypsy-like priestesses of Tarnak's consort, Willak, the goddess of dancing, beauty, art, and prophecy. Meeting her high priestess, Jade, I fell in love that night with art, music, and dancing, and would soon become an acolyte of Willak and Tarnak. And for the first time since this whole thing started, I actually felt like I was at home. I didn't know who I used to be, but I was happy with who I was becoming. And besides, who am I to judge the will of the gods? Now I work for Miss Morsi, running messages, packages, and whatever else she needs done around the brothel. I became close to a boy, Remy. He was a refugee like me. Over the course of the next few months, we became the best of friends. He showed me the Velvet Underground, a thieves' guild, underneath the city of Beacon. I met all different kinds of people down there, from all different walks of life. This was the place that I discovered a substance by the name of Blackroot, a licorice-type root that brought on visions gifted by the gods. Remy is the one that told me that I'm Vulcan. According to him, we are indistinguishable from humans, except for the natural and sometimes latent magic that runs through our blood. A race chosen and revered by the gods long ago. Even down to the core of my being, my blood is connected to the elder gods. It must have been this latent magic in my blood that saved me from the fire and that now far-off city monarch, where it all ended and began for me.
I am Velia Vane, daughter of Prince Jet Vane, granddaughter of King Hamlin Vane, ruler of Verb, home of the Verbadine Rangers and the Grand Watchers. Our history dates back thousands of years as protectors of the elder gods. I did grow up mostly alone, save a few friends, Vey and Doobie. I loved the winter months when my father would come home. We would take long rides in the snow and even longer breaks by the fire together. In my 17th year, my father and I traveled to Western Wall Keep. It was time for my Dumas, or the walk. It's the ritual journey taken by every Verbadine. We were accepted straight into the barbarian court of Raytar, ruler of the Western Wall Keep. His wives, Yurcha and Lega, prepared me for my Dumas. With only a sheer white gown and a crown of flowers, I sat across the fire from the most interesting-looking elder. She was very old with cloudy eyes. She wore a headdress of antlers and fur. In one hand was a rattle, in the other a human skull filled with a strange liquid. As she held it out to me, she said, "Your future is in here. Drink." I drank the bitter liquid and had to choke back the urge to puke it all back up again. I put the skull down, closed my eyes, and took a deep breath. When I opened my eyes, I was alone, standing in ash and rubble. As I looked around for signs of life, there was a screech from above louder than anything I've ever heard. I looked up to see an ancient red dragon flying away. As I turned to run, everything changed. I was taken to a city with terrified people running in panic in every direction. I watched people get cut down by men on horseback with red eyes. A small boy ran in front of me. I was shocked as I watched him being trampled by the panicked crowd. On the ground next to me was a girl with piercing blue eyes. Her terrified gaze looked past me. Then suddenly there was a spray of blood. A man was dead at my feet. Then I turned to see a black rider above me, sword dripping and eyes burning. As suddenly as I appeared, I was gone again. Standing next to a road, watching a wagon train pass by. Then I saw the girl with the striking blue eyes again. It felt like I was watching her from a distance, even though she was close enough to touch. Then I was suddenly back at the fire with a strange woman. Then gone to a strange new city. Then back again. The ritual journey revealed much about the future, allies, the elder gods, dragons, enemies, and of course prophecy. On the trip returning home, We barely avoided the attack of a red dragon destroying the village of Coram. As we stood, I watched flame turn everything to ash and rubble. Then I realized I had been here before. This was one of the things I had seen on my walk. Except for my father was here with me this time, guiding me forward. My path was clear. This was the beginning of my training. We made our way home. I began my training the very next day, learning the ways and secrets of the Verbidine Rangers. As we entered the training grounds, there was a man inside that was very familiar to me. I had spoken with him on my walk. I remember he greeted me in a foreign tongue. I spoke it back to him. Then he bowed to me, and I to him. As I stepped onto the mat, I couldn't stop looking at this man. There was no recognition in his face, but his eyes warned to stop staring. I threw myself into my training. I learned many things and skills in my time spent here. I learned that I would be moving to the city of Beacon to live with my Uncle Gordon. It is strange to me that my dad was told by the Elderway Council to take me to him, as he was banished from Verb over a decade ago. The reasons for my uncle being a black sheep have something to do with prophecy, or more specifically, him ignoring his. Maybe the gods will use me to awaken his responsibility. Perhaps this is the beginning of my prophecy.
Those who know me now call me Braid, though that isn't my birth name. I've seen a lot in my 36 winters. A lot of hardship, that's why I call them winters. I hail from the western wildwoods, the southern portion, near New Path of the Danitarium. My wife and children were murdered by an opposition clan, a barbarian clan that will one day pay for their crimes. But I was forced to flee my people. I was lucky to come upon a high priestess. She's a high priestess of the goddess Willak. There is so much more to them than what meets the eye. I've been hired as a mercenary under the employ of the high priestess. Her first duty was for me to gain employment with the brothel. More appropriately, with the head of that brothel, Miss Morsi. I have done so and have worked for her for some time now. When the city of Monarch fell and the king was assassinated, Miss Morsi fled. She fled Monarch along with the others. As the wagon train traveled to the north, I was ordered by Miss Morsi to protect a young child. Though I do not see her as a child now. When she came to me, she didn't even know how to hold a sword, supposedly. But it came unusually natural to the young one. Our first sparring session saw 2 different cuts on my body. Cuts that I believe she was unaware of, but cuts nonetheless. She is gifted. I have worked with her for some time now, reporting back to Miss Morsi, but also to the High Priestess of Willak. And there is a purpose to why I do not speak her name. If you know her, you need not speak her name. A lot has transpired in the city of Beacon. My vengeance still sits within my gut and heart. But I have other purposes The time will come. For now, I follow my contract. I am a mercenary after all. I'm Vayman Sith, one of the 5 living males of the House of Sith. A house with a cloudy and sordid history. My father and my uncles were vanguard, an elite group of soldiers. Something that I always wanted to be. But after 5 tries and living and waiting in my homeland to be chosen, I was denied again and again and again. Not good enough, they said. The politics are mixed and sordid in the hidden metropolis, the continent of Shill, the city of Verb. Most of it is underground. Looks like a small town from the outside. Home to the Verbadine Rangers and the Elder Way Council. Home to the true bloodline of the monarchy and king of this continent. Held by our people for thousands of years, until the last 300 or so. I have traveled to the city of Beacon with my friend Valia. Valia is a princess of sorts, her father a prince, her grandfather the king of Verb. She is a good friend to have. With her and Doobie, the little deep gnome that has resided within the city of Verb for some time with his father and mother, practitioners of alchemical arts. We have all 3 become great friends. And recently we have gained some new ones. And though I was denied being a vanguard, I am now an anti-paladin of Nera, the goddess of vengeance, and as taught by the Elder Ways, the vengeance of Ariax, the goddess of love, the goddess whose very consort was murdered by the gods in the Great Undoing. Now it seems that we are connected directly to the heroes of the North. So much is about to happen for us. I can feel it in my very bones. I smell the reptiles. I can hear the giant's footsteps. So much comes close. It seems now that I know who my cousin is, and she is right in front of me. This has now become a Verbadine matter, but more importantly, this party is a Sith matter. For now, or soon, she will know that she is of the House of Sith, my cousin, Osith. Her real name is Rey, but that will happen when it happens. May Nera hold you in the shadows.
I am the Grand Eternal, Doobie Doobie Doo, or Doobie as they call me. And, well, or one day I'll be the Grand Eternal Wizard, illusionist, something. But right now, I'm just hanging out and I'm having such a wonderful time seeing this new city. We left Verb together, friends since childhood we were, and now we're looking at great adventures ahead of us, and I'm so excited. I've seen buildings that are so tall, and deep rivers, and mountains, and trees, and birds, and bees, and all kinds of stuff. I can create illusions to create all the things that I have seen, and I will do so. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. as long as Vay's cool with it, you know, he and I, we have a working agreement. I stay out his way and I carry his stuff and he takes care of me. Yeah, that's been our agreement since we were young. Used to get picked on, but not now, not with Vay. So I'm kind of like his sidekick. Yeah, that's what I am.
Yo, so they call me Remy, and I'm a thief. Always have been, always will be. I'm all about that bank. I'm all about that change, that gold, that silver, and girls. I'm about girls. That's right. See, I like pretty girls. I can't lie. I gotta be truthful. Now, one of the girls that I think's really pretty that I hang with, I'm not really attracted to in that way because, like, it didn't happen and it went a different direction and all. So her and I are like buddies. And she's like, have you ever had a dog and you went walking with a dog and then a chick comes up and wants to talk to your dog? She's kind of like that. She brings all kind of traffic. I love the girl. Her name's Osith. Well, they're calling her Ray now, which I kind of like better because she is a ray of sunshine to me. I love the girl. Anyway, we work together with Braid. He's got our backs with his axe. His blade will chop your nutsack off. He's the man. And I love the city of Beacon. I love this party we got together. This Vay cat is a little weird, let me tell you, but I guess it's Osith's cousin or some shit. I don't know, but Nira's got our back. We're making some changes, some money. We know some rich people. Shit, the heroes of the North. That cat, what's his name? Gordon Lightfoot. His freaking niece is in the party with us. Valia. Badass. We're destined to at least be rich, if nothing else. So, anyway, peace out. Welcome back to Original GM. I am Hoopahu, and we're excited to have you guys back with us. We're going to switch something up here. Kind of a little bit of a surprise. We're going to play some low-level characters. First level. These characters have been running alongside their high-level characters in the same city. There's been a little interaction. There's some relationship connections. One of the characters is Gordon's niece. Another character's one of the children that Lily picked up off the street and helped, one of the many children. So it's going to be exciting. We did these from 0 level. If you guys remember, really cool. What we did is we used the old Unearthed and did it with insights and great insights and lesser insights and things like that. It just kind of developed the characters and gave the characters a chance, the players a chance to develop their characters into whatever alignment by their choices or whatever class that their character wanted to try to go towards. And we did that in game play. If you want us to show you guys how to do that, maybe do something in the future, just let us know. Leave a comment and we'll try to get to that. But either way, we're going to start out with this new campaign. We will come back to the old campaign. We will be posting more episodes. But we kind of got to get these characters caught up with those characters as they were running in the same timeline. Did you guys enjoy doing the 0 level characters?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, so we the backstories have already been told in the cartoon, I believe, character development stage. They should have some information on them, so we'll just kind of start off from the very beginning. We're going to start with Valia. You're coming down the river, Realm River, and you're headed towards Beacon. You left really early in the morning from Verb, and you left with your little deep gnome friend Doobie and your other Vulcan friend Vay. Vay has been brooding the whole time, all the way down the river. Doobie's been in the front of the canoe, or
and he's having a hard time, you know, and every once in a while Vay will help him, but he's been doing most of the work. Even though he's in the front of the canoe, it's been really difficult for him, but Vay's been brooding the whole time about not being able to be a vanguard and having to leave Verb. Your father has basically just talked about nature, the birds you've seen, the animals you've seen, the river, you know, just different things, talking about the river like he normally does. You've been in the front of the canoe. And up ahead you see the city walls of Beacon, and you can see the light starting to come on. It's almost dark, probably 30 minutes before dark. You see what looks like some sort of bird, maybe about this tall, at top of one of those towers. On your right, as you come up, you can see, so the walls are approximately 35 feet tall, and these towers extend about another 30 feet beyond them. So
Okay.
they're like battlements, and you do see guards walking on top of them. They look down at you at the river. It is pretty obvious you're coming down the river in two little canoes, you know, so all the guards on those walls are watching you guys as you're coming down. But you see this bird, and as you get closer, you think it could be a hawk. You're not sure. As you get closer, you see that it watches you too as you
Watch
go
it.
down the river.
Narrow observation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nothing odd up there, but when you look back down in front of the canoe, you realize that the water has become incredibly deep here. Like there's a channel of some sort, and the water gets really dark. And you guys head on down the river. You will come to the dock area, and as you come into the dock area right there at A, your father will start to tie the boat up. And as you're coming onto the dock area, you can see there's not a lot of activity at the docks right now. It seems rather still. The lights are lighting up the dockway. In front of you, you see a building there at 24 that says the Blushing Mermaid, and has a picture that's been painted on the side of it of a mermaid with blushing cheeks, and very provocative the way that she's drawn on there. She's topless, and you can see a door that's open, like the door opens to the inside. Steps go up and the door opens to the inside, and it's open. And you can see what looks kind of like a tavern from where you're standing, but in the doorway you see a girl, and she's from your Duma, your vision that you took. You saw her and her beautiful, bright blue eyes. You see her standing in that doorway looking back at you. Osith, you're standing in Miss Morcy's place, the Blushing Mermaid. And you kind of look up and you see this ranger you've seen before. He comes every 2 or 3 months, spends the night. Not with the girl that you live with. It's with another girl. Usually Miss Morcy. So he's a high-paying client for the brothel, and that's what you assume, but you don't know for sure. And behind him, you see this. It's obvious she's Vulcan, probably pure-blooded, which you have not seen a lot of pure-blooded Vulcan around besides yourself. You're like, she even has the eyes. You're like, what in the world? And then the boat behind them, you see a human male, and he looks incredibly angsty as he gets out of the boat. You can tell he's not in a good mood. And then a little gnome in front of him. You're not sure what kind of gnome. He looks a little darker skinned than most gnomes. He's got dark red hair. And the little gnome starts getting the bags out of the canoe and putting them onto the docks. And it seems like he's doing it for both of them. And the other guy kind of stretches and walks past him and kind of looks towards you, in your direction. See a big sword sitting on his back. Two-handed bastard sword. It's giant. And you're at the docks and your dad starts tying the boat up. What do you do?
I'll get my backpack and get out.
Okay, start getting your stuff and getting out. You see she's getting out. You, like I said, you recognize her. As you get your backpack out and everything, your dad's tying the boat up and grabbing his things. He kind of looks at you and he throws down a bag and it lands on the dock next to you, and you can hear coins and perhaps gems, you're not sure, as the bag hits the ground. You'll need someplace to sleep tonight. Careful taking a look around the city. It's a big city.
Yeah.
I'll find you in the morning. And he turns and walks past you and gives you a hug, or walks past the boat a little bit and gives you a hug, and then kind of turns and walks on inside. That ranger starts coming towards you. What do you do?
I'll just kind of move out of his way.
Okay, he nods.
Step down out of the...
Okay. He nods at you and in Vulcan he says, "Greetings."
Greetings. She'll say it back in Vulcan and smile.
He kind of smirks a little bit and goes inside.
I'll pick up the bag of coin
Okay.
and put it in my backpack.
Okay.
Put it on, and I'll walk towards the door where she is.
Okay.
Can I just kind of check them out?
Yeah, roll an observation. You want to do the same as you're walking up?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's definitely the girl from my...
She's for sure the girl
I made it.
from your vision. Every Verbidine goes through a trial period. Verbidine Ranger goes through a trial period of learning, and then they go through a ritual called the Duma. And during that plant-based ritual, they find their path. She was in your vision, as well as the dragon's destruction and all that stuff that you saw. So you both made your proficiency checks?
Yes.
You notice past her, she seems very quizzical and kind of smiles. And though she's drop dead gorgeous, she seems very disheveled a little bit. Very tomboy. Very quizzical, like, not like a popular person would act. But like somebody that wants to be your friend would act. That's kind of the look on her face when she sees you. She's kind of like quizzically looking at you. Behind her, you see this big barbarian in his mid-30s leaning up against the wall, looking over at you and over at Vay. Brown hair in a braid, brown eyes, kind of weathered looking skin. He just looks like an older barbarian dude. He's got his eyes right on you guys and on her especially. You could tell he's watching over her. It's very obvious. And down under him, you see a little guy that's dark-skinned, dark-complected, not drow, human, curly black hair, with little curls that kind of dangle down all around his head and kind of bounce when he moves his head. He's kind of smiling, and he's got his tooth, like one tooth out like that. You can see a little gold on his tooth, and he's like, but he's young. He's human. He's 15, I believe. Is that right?
I don't know.
I think so. Yeah, he's 15. Yeah, he's 15 years old, so he's young. He might be 16. Actually, he's 16 now. You've been in the city for a year as a refugee from Monarch, and so is he. Braid as well. So that's what you see. You see, actually, you see one other thing. Glinting around her waist, you see a Verbidine Ranger symbol. She's marked as a Verbidine Ranger. It blows your mind. You cannot believe that. And then you question it. Like, when you look at her, she's not, there's something up. Kind of makes you feel weird. When you look her direction, you notice the Verbidine Ranger symbol on her. It's the same symbol as this guy that just walked past you that you know is a Verbidine Ranger. It's the same symbol, but you never talked to him. You're not supposed to talk to
I don't know what the symbol is.
Yeah, and you don't talk to the clients. Like, that's, the fact that he even talked to you was like, oh, cool.
That was a big deal.
Yeah, it's a big deal. You don't talk to him. As Marcy told you, don't talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
Listen is what she tells you to do. Anyway, So yeah, this young girl, she's young. You're both very young, in your teens, correct? 19?
18.
19
She's
and
18 too.
You're 18, you're both 18 years old. Very similar in appearance, both
I'll
of you.
walk right up to her.
But you also notice with your perception that the guy behind her, the angsty one,
Mm-hmm.
is definitely making the little deep gnome dude carry all this shit. You're watching, you're like, he's like huge. He's like 6'4". Vey is. And this little
I
guy's
like
carrying,
that.
dragging. Yeah, you don't like it. It's kind of disturbing, and he's oblivious to it. He seems oblivious. He's just kind of looking off into the city, like. And his skin's pale, his hair's black, and his eyes are blue. He's definitely Vulcan. Normally that skin is darker, but his is pale. But he's definitely Vulcan. You can tell. There's something odd about him. He's not all okay, you don't think, in your mindset. Anyway, go ahead. What do you do? What do you do?
I was gonna walk up to her. She's standing there looking at me, smiling. So
She is.
yeah, Velia will walk up to her.
The little dark-skinned kid with the curly hair jumps up and walks over with her as you start coming. He just kind of. Go ahead.
Greetings.
Hello.
My name is Velia. Would you know of anywhere? Would you recommend anywhere to stay the night? To rent a room, maybe?
She'll kind of smile and look over her shoulder. Not here.
Vey says, "I'm more concerned about a temple, Velia. Where's the nearest temple?" And he turns and just looks at you.
Hold on.
Local.
Yeah.
You know.
Local history.
Temple
Do I
in-
know where it is?
Temple in here.
Temple in here.
But you know, you can't go in there unless you worship her. You can't even step in through the door. But anyway, Larkin's there too. Temple of Nera and Larkin. Kind of has an attitude. He kind of made that other kid. You're thinking maybe it might be fun. Who knows? Send him through that door.
Yeah, she'll look at him.
What's your alignment?
It's true neutral.
Okay.
She'll look at him and be like, well, there's a temple in Nera.
That'll do. Billy, if we could pay them or something to guide us, that would be helpful. And he turns around at that point, walks over to Doobie, and he's like, hey, grabs his bag. Thank you.
She'll look at Velia and be like, you don't need to pay.
Goodness.
He rubs his head.
Don't mind him.
This young guy looks at you and goes, what's up, Remy?
Hi, Remy. Velia Vane.
Did I tell her my name? Or did he interrupt me?
He interrupted you.
I'm Osa.
Hi, Wesley. An inn?
Yeah. There's one over that way. I can show you where it is.
Hell yeah, we can. He smiles at you. Bright white teeth, he's just looking at you.
This is Braid, and she'll kind of point over her shoulder.
He kind of comes off of the wall when she says that and looks your way, and he goes,
Oh, nod.
he nods at you.
Greetings.
You say that in common?
Mm-hmm.
He just nods.
I'll turn and start walking down the docks.
Okay.
She'll straight up look at her and be like, as we're walking, and be like, "Are you Vulcan?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am.
Really?
You are too.
Yeah, but you're the only Vulcan I've ever met.
Well, according to that,
Remy says, besides that dude that just came in.
Him too.
then where did you get the Verbatim symbol
The Burbidine symbol.
on your waist?
She's had that since she joined the wagon train, Remy says.
Kind of a long story.
She's a hard case, Remy says. Smiles at you. Me, on the other hand, I am too.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're kind of partners. You know, hold his fist up to you.
Nice.
Yeah, I can tell you the story. I guess. I don't know. There's really not much to tell. I woke up with no memory, and that's the only thing I had on me.
How far is this temple? Basis.
I don't know how far it is. About how long of a walk? Like 15, 20 minutes?
Yeah, about 10 minutes.
About
10 minutes, yeah, at the most.
She'll tell him that. About 10
If
minutes.
you jack around. Yeah. Okay.
She'll kind of walk, you know.
He nods.
She'll
He just starts following.
meander.
He just starts following you.
Nice. I'll walk up next to her.
Okay.
It was the only thing I had on me. I don't know where I got it.
Belonged to somebody that was Verbadyne. And
Do I have any idea really what that is? Or do I
Someone
just know,
from Verb.
just someone from Verb? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
and all Verbadyne are Vulcan. So, and you're obviously Vulcan.
I am. That's the other thing I remember. That's it though.
Yeah. Hear me now. He's like, it's weird, man. She speaks that language, don't you?
Yeah.
But she don't remember her parents. He puts his hand on her.
It's okay. She'll kind of.
Yeah, he smiles. He takes it up. He's like, hey, at least they might still be alive, unlike mine. He kind of looks away from you.
She'll hug him.
He kind of does that like you did, and Vay kind of smiles, and he's like,
I'll just keep walking and walk straight to the temple.
okay, so you're gonna head down.
Yeah,
So where you turn by the Lake District right there.
Yeah, by 26. And
Yeah.
then when we walk, is 27 an inn?
No,
No? Is
No.
it 82?
no, 77 is the closest in.
Sorry.
It's all good.
When we walk past that, I'll point to that one.
Okay.
And
All
I'll be
right,
like,
so-
"There's that one."
Well, you're not there yet. You
Okay.
come down into the city from the docks, and roll perception, roll observation, Valia. Not you.
No.
You.
Oh.
No, you already know.
Oh, okay. Yes. Oh, nice roll.
So you look to the right, and behind 24 over there,
Mm-hmm.
and the location where the light is right there. Right here.
Uh-huh.
This building
Mm-hmm.
is actually a roof that goes from the docks onto this street, and that's where they were standing, was right there. So you don't take them that way, you take them down the docks.
Yeah, I take him down the
And then you turn here. When you turn here, you see back this direction. You see she could have taken you through there, but you do notice there's a little road there, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
And then you see a forest of oak trees,
Mm.
and you can see birds in them and squirrels, and the sun is going down though, so that you see most of them are starting to disappear, but so you're not sure how wealthy they are, right? So you wouldn't take them to the riverside, probably. That's the most.
Is it still shut down?
So it's not shut down yet.
Oh.
It's not shut down yet. Yeah, it's not shut down yet.
Okay.
So remembering
sorry.
from your old characters the stories
Yeah.
of things that take place that are going to take place with these characters, it's going to require a lot of.
I won't metagame.
It's going to require a lot of doing that, but we can do it. So you go past the Riverside Tavern and Inn. You see a really nice tavern and inn. I mean, it's nice. The carving in the wood is beautiful. It looks old and pristine. Then you walk past this manor right here that's really nice. 2-story and made of red wood, and the door itself is a red door.
Nice.
And you walk past it, and you see some other homes on the right here, and you can see past it and see the moat right here, and there's a cliff that goes up 300 some feet up to the keep, you know that. But you come over here in this tavern right here at 77. Cross Swords Tavern is where she points at. She goes, that's an inn right there. Right?
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. You can see that you can see through 77 from the south to the north, all the way through the tavern itself, over to the other street. Right here's a huge purple house. 2 stories.
Nice.
Then you see a tavern called the Red Dragon, right here. Then there's a huge waterfall that cascades down right there. Then the Northern Falls, which looks like an inn, a kind of upper scale, more upscale inn. And then some type of retailer for clothes. And then a sign that says Holy Gifts. And through the Temple District, you'll see a sign that says Inventors Guild Hall right here at 42. And then 41 is the Temple of Larkin, and near and across the street is just this building that's mirrored. Mirrored stone. You see your reflection on it. There's no doors or no windows, no nothing. You know, symbols, nothing. Anyway, that's the path you're going to take. So we're going to start at 77. You're just coming down past the inn. You see the inn. You guys are talking.
Does it look busy when I look in?
At the inn?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
It doesn't.
So it'll probably be good to stop later. Come back later.
You're not sure, but yeah, you can. It's right here. You can see a bartender and a waitress in there when you walk past, but you don't see any patrons. Unless you want to go like to the door and like look in, you know what I mean? But just through a quick visual, you don't see anything. You come down this way. Vay's like, I need to go to the Temple of Nera because I want to become an anti-paladin. He says, like, kind of over Herschel, over them, because he's in the back towards you guys.
Should kind of look at him when he says that. Oh yeah.
Yes. I hear that some temples of evil require law-abiding individuals, and then others more chaos. I tend to lean towards law, but good will never get you anywhere in this life.
I think it's all about balance. Should kind of look at him. I was gonna become a paladin, just didn't agree with the moral implications. She'll look back forward and keep walking.
He raises an eyebrow and kind of moves up next to you on the other side, where she's on the side. And he's like, really?
Yeah. So I became a priestess instead.
Of who?
Lilac and Tarnak. No?
Who are they? What's your charisma?
21.
Roll charisma check for me.
4. I rolled a 4.
Huh? Way under it. You kicked ass.
What does that mean?
Yeah, you don't know. He just says, really? What are they gods or goddesses of?
Well, Lilac.
He looks over at you, Bailey, like, I'm sorry if I'm interrupting, but this is interesting. Kind of like.
Go ahead. Lilac is the goddess of dancing and prophecy. And I'm trying to remember what her other spheres are. As a player, I'm trying to remember. Art. That's Tarnak. Tarnak is of more art and music and altering substances and time. So looking at what?
I don't know about this Tarnak fella, but Willak? Interesting. Do you know any of the priestesses?
Yeah. So, side note, do I know? I'm trying to remember. Men can't become priests of Lilac, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So she would tell him that.
But he doesn't want to become.
He doesn't. He wants to become anti.
And you don't know.
So I don't know.
You don't know.
I know my high priestess.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know where she is right now, but yeah, of course.
What do you think, Faye?
It just seemed curious. I don't know.
Seems much more inviting than the other things you were talking about.
I'll be honest with you, Nira's heavy.
Wait a minute. I don't know what's going on. How far are we from that temple? He says. He just kind of goes like that and turns away from me for a second, like, what the fuck?
The fuck? What's your problem? That's what she's thinking. She's like, what is your deal?
You look back and Doobie's just kind of staring at you as he's walking behind, and then he's like looking everywhere. You can tell. You don't think he's ever seen a building the size of these buildings. Like he's like
little enamored.
And he's little.
Right.
and he's little, He's
little
like
enamored.
he's
by
like
it
3'2".
Oh my goodness, he's little.
He's little.
That's great.
Dragging bags, He doesn't have all of them now. He's just got his, you think. But Vay kind of, just waits for you to go. Like,
Yeah.
do you keep talking? You're still walking, right?
Yeah.
You don't stop?
No.
Okay.
No, I keep
Cool.
walking.
Where's
I
that?
don't know what his problem is, but whatever.
Velia will, in a quiet voice, say, the Temple of Willow?
Yeah. I can show you where it is. It's not really a temple. She'd go like this and go, I'll be honest with you, and she'll look at him. The Temple of Nira, you're not supposed to go in unless you worship her.
You guys come walking like up to the front of it when you say that, and he turns and looks at the huge, gigantic temple that is two beings melded into one. You can't tell that they're different sexes except for the chest area. Other than that, it's all kind of melded into one little thing. Huge statue kneeling down that goes up 12 stories, 13 stories. Massive.
She'll say, that's Larkin, that's Nira.
He kind of turns around and kind of looks to his left and looks at the other two buildings, and he looks past it and looks down. He's like, are there more temples here?
Oh yeah, this is the temple district.
Let's check out.
He starts
the
walking
other
over to the building that's shining. You can see his reflection. He starts walking over to it. What is this?
She'll kind of laugh and she'll
Walks
go,
up to it.
this is Mistaval and Mysteria, and I, for the life of me, cannot figure out how to get inside. She'll go, there's no doors. There's no windows.
He reaches out and knocks.
Faye?
Nothing happens. He just kind of looks at it.
Let's go to our new friend's temple.
I'm not gonna go talk to some priestess that wants me to dance. And yeah, if you guys need to go, I understand. I can meet you back here. And he kind of looks at this thing and turns and walks away and starts walking over to the Temple of Nira. Doobie kind of looks at him and then looks back and walks up to the temple, or to the, Mistobal and Mysteria. He just looks at the building. He's like, huh. Now this sounds like a challenge, he says. He kind of looks at it.
The Temple of Willak is over there. Tarnak and Willak. It's actually mixed with the Bard's College.
Nice.
Tarnak is the god of bards as well.
She says that, and you can hear some like bells in the distance, and you kind of look across the Avenue of Temples to the south, and you can see a huge, massive tower, probably 90 feet in circumference and 70 or 80 feet tall. And past it, you see this big temple where there's people dancing, there's lights, it seems like there's some kind of party going on. Part of it's poured out into the street or the Avenue of the Temples. You see people with instruments and over there.
Nice.
You look, as she's saying that, you look past over her shoulder because you saw Vay start to walk that way. You see him walk up to the Temple of Nira and go straight in. Just walks right in.
Apparently he's on a mission that can't be detoured.
Doobie nods. He's like, hey,
I don't know what's
Velia,
up with that. Yeah,
look at that. And he points at all the instruments and the dance. He's like, dancing girls.
that looks like fun, right? Yeah.
Can we go look at it? Yeah. Let's go look at it. He runs over.
She'll start walking.
Let's do it.
The The Temple of Willac, though, it's not like really a temple. It is, but it's different.
Remy's like, this is the place. Everything's happening, man.
This is it.
This is it.
This is where the good times roll.
That's right.
Yeah.
Got bards, and dancers, poets, all sorts of substances that only poor little refugee kids do. Smiles.
Substances will help you talk to the gods, man.
Yeah, what she said. I ain't figured it out yet, but I don't mess with that hard stuff. Anyway.
She'll roll her eyes. Just biggest eye roll you've ever seen.
Doobie kind of looks at you and he's like, so, are these all humans or are there gnomes and dwarves and...
There's all races in the city.
Oh.
Racism is legal here because of the Heroes of the North. They passed a law.
That's
Like,
pretty
you go to
neat.
jail. Like, it's a big deal.
Oh.
Nice.
I'll remember not to make fun of any gnomes then. And he smiles.
That's really awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
Well, one of them's a dwarf, and then there's one of them's a half orc, and yeah.
The Heroes of the North?
Yeah.
Remy's like, yeah,
We're still walking towards the
they're,
college.
they're not to be fucked with, Remy says. He looks back at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're badasses. Maybe one day I'll get to hang out with, I don't know. They're cool, man. This one chick Ares, she's a bard. She plays in this band called Z-Stick.
Yeah.
They're fucking badass. With
I think
Mac.
it's a stick.
Is it Z-Stick?
I don't
Looks
know.
over at you.
Just messing with him. I was just messing with him.
I high key like their music, but I low key don't care about the name. So Remy says. Vay kind of smiles and looks at. Oh, Vay's not even there, so yeah, no, you won't. You would like that. Doobie kind of looks at him confused, like, what'd you just say?
What the hell are you talking about?
City kids. Anyway, you guys get up to the Temple of Tarnak out in front of it. As you're walking past, getting close to it, to your right, you see this massive 90-foot circumference tower, 70, 80 feet tall. And on the front of it, you see Wizards Academy of Art, Beacon.
Okay.
And it's all chiseled into the stone above the door.
That's the Wizards College.
Remy nods. You walk past it, and then you start hearing the music, and up ahead, the first person that you run into is this human male who's playing a guitar. He's got two girls kind of going like this on the grass, listening to him. They kind of look like they're charmed. They're just kind of going back and forth like this, and he's playing and he's singing. Past him, you see some dancers dancing in a ring, and they're all holding torches, doing some kind of dance. You're not sure what it is. And you see people off to the side watching. There's probably 200 people on the streets here, and then more that go into the temple. You can see different public performances of different types, poetry and different things. You see a garden before you get into the temple up ahead of you where people are standing. There's a guy on a box, and you can see that he's doing something. You get up to this guy, and he's really good. He's got a nice beat. You like his lyrics. You realize your dancing proficiency starts to take over. I need you to roll into your dancing proficiency.
It's under dexterity, right?
It is.
Made it.
You
8.
both start to dance, and you dance your asses off. You look down and you see Doobie's trying to do it. He's not a dancer, but you see he's out there.
Giving it at all.
Yeah. He's getting his jiggy on. So it's just the three of you right there doing that.
Remy?
No, you don't see Remy.
Oh, he disappeared.
You're not sure. You guys are just dancing. when you get done after the song, you're sweating and everything, and it's wonderful, and you kind of feel like, you know, you come back to normal, and he's smiling and looking at you, and you see there's a group full of people surrounding you guys.
Oh goodness.
It's about a dozen people, and they start clapping, and they're clapping for you guys too. You're like, and him, you realize something just happened. You're not sure what took place, and Doobie kind of bends over like that and starts like that, and they all start laughing, and you realize that you realize they were laughing too. You're not sure if they're laughing. They're probably laughing at Doobie. Like
Right.
you guys did really well, but he didn't. You're not sure, but so it was like this comedy routine in the mix of you doing some sort of dancing. You're not sure, and
Nice.
you see Vay standing off to the side,
Oh, nice.
and he has a huge bag around his shoulder, and got something, you know, like he's carrying something heavy, and he's just kind of looking over at you guys. Like, he kind of goes like that, like, come on, what are you guys doing? Let's go, or whatever. You're not sure how much time's passed. The bard, the guy with the guitar, walks up to you. He's like, hey,
Hi.
Thanks for
That was-
that, man.
dude, that was awesome.
That felt good. Thank you.
Anytime. You guys are fucking great dancers. He looks at you and he's like, oh, I am so sorry. I didn't know, priestess.
She'll smile.
He kind of looks down for a second. He says, please
It's okay.
forgive me. I
It's
didn't, I
okay.
meant no offense. At least you had a good time. What made you do, I don't know.
Thank you so much.
He kind of looks to the side, and you see there's a pile of gold there, and he reaches down and starts grabbing some of it, and he's like, here, please, take some of the cut. Please, I insist. You guys are
I'll take it
beautiful.
from him.
Okay, he gives it to you. He gives you 24 gold,
Oh, nice.
and then he picks up another pile and he offers it to you.
I'm okay.
Please, no?
I'll take it from
Buy
him.
her dinner. He gives it to
Okay,
you.
I will.
Total of 50 gold.
Nice. Fuck yeah.
I'll tell him that experience was worth all that.
Yeah, man. You hear one of the girls say off in the grass. The other one is laying with her head back and just looking up in the air, and you realize it's lit up here because of the magical lighting in the city. You realize it is dark now.
Oh.
It's dark outside.
We
It's
should-
still bright.
We should
Yeah.
probably get indoors. There's nothing wrong with the city, but
You see
it's-
Remy come walking up from
nighttime.
where the temple was by the garden. He kind of goes through some people and he runs over.
Nice.
Let's go get a room.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Cool. He looks over at you. You see him.
I'm robbing people and shit.
You see him hold his hand out, like behind you, like by your cloak, and try to hand you something.
I'll go like this,
Okay.
you know, kind of put my hand behind
Alright.
my back, like try to be nonchalant about it, you know. I don't have any proficiency.
I know you don't. I know you don't.
No pickpockets.
But he does.
Nah. Yeah. There you go.
Roll 6.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't asking for a fucking observation, so roll a 6.
6.
You don't see shit.
You told me to roll a 6. I
Yeah.
rolled a 6.
Yeah, suck it.
Yeah.
He hands you something, and you feel that it's black root. Like when you touch it, you're like,
Oh, nice. I'll put it in my pack.
okay.
Nice.
All right, you guys start heading back to the temple district, and Vay's got this determined look on his face.
How'd it go?
So he's like this. He's like, now, before he was all, you know, now his chin's up like he was his whole life. You growing up with him, back to the, you know, jock, chin
His
up.
ego is
chin-
back.
Yeah, and he's walking forward with the bag and just kind of,
How'd it go? Good?
well,
What's the story? What happened?
to become an anti-paladin, I must first complete a quest.
Yeah.
Yes. I must retrieve 12 zombies from a place called the Thistles right outside the front gate. Alive. To the gate. To the guards at the gate.
Zombies?
You want to help? And he looks back and looks at you too. Want to help?
What kind of zombies?
Remy's like,
Like normal zombies?
Remy, go
or
ahead.
like
You know-
juju zombies? She'll kind of, you know. like nudge him when he's
Got
kind of
shit to do, right? He says. Remy says.
shook, you know. What kind of zombies? Like juju zombies?
Evidently, they're zombies from when the zombies were when they had the undead wars with some being known as Patient X, a lich that the city fought many years ago. Evidently, they were creating some sort of superior zombies, and these are loose within the thistles, and they're afraid they're going to hurt caravans and others.
Those
I
are called
suppose
juju
that's not what they
zombies.
said. Yeah, you know what the fuck he's talking about, and they tell him. I mean,
Yeah, I
you
would.
know.
She would tell him, she'd be like, those are no normal zombies. Those can run, they can climb, they can use weapons. They're intelligent. They're not just zombies.
Remy goes, that sounds terrifying, doesn't it? He says to Vay, and Vay goes,
I think
actually,
it sounds exciting.
I think it sounds exciting. He says at the same time as you do. Remy's like,
Shut the fuck up.
whole time Doobie's in the back, and he's just happy as a lark, and he's looking everywhere.
Nice.
You guys come walking up to the Crossroads Tavern, as you were
It's a
talking.
place.
Let me pull the map up real quick. You want to keep talking to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Juju zombies, huh? What?
Yeah, they can.
He says, explain.
They can run. They can climb. They can jump. They can use weapons. You know, they're
So they're faster, stronger, and smarter than
yeah,
regular.
and they can use weapons. They can pick up a sword and hit somebody with it. They can. They're no joke.
He doesn't seem to be concerned as you're talking. You can't
When
tell
I
that
first
he's.
got sorry. Go
You
ahead.
can't tell that it bothers him or anything.
When I first got to the city, Braid saw it too. I'll come actually turn. Is he still there? He hasn't said anything.
So you look and you realize Braid did not come with you. He must have stayed at the dock.
Oh, that's weird. That's really strange. What the fuck? That might have made her forget what she was saying.
Yeah.
Like, because I did. She's like, what the fuck? She'd be like, Granny, did Braid stay at the docks?
He nods.
That's weird.
Miss Morrissey said something about needing him for something earlier.
Oh,
Probably has something to do with that.
okay. What was I saying? I'm so sorry.
Juju zombies?
That's right.
As you walk
saw
in,
some?
as you walk in to the Crossroads Tavern right here.
Yeah, there was this stuff going around when I first got here to Monarch called mud, right?
Mhm.
That's what it was called.
a
And it
drug.
was like this drug that everybody was doing that was making people turn into juju zombies. They were like rubbing it on their skin and like. it
Remy's
would-
like, yeah, over long
Yeah.
periods of time, it
Yeah.
made you into one of those things.
It's going around for a while. I think they got it out of the city though, as far as I know. I haven't seen it in a long
Yeah.
time.
If there's juju zombies out in the thistles, you'd think they'd already have done something about it. I mean, Remy's like, I don't know, it's weird, man.
It is kind of weird, and they're sending one person to go collect 12 of them. Why bring them back? Why not kill them?
I'm not sure. She said
Religion
that they wanted them alive. Okay.
for Larkin.
Okay.
Is that?
Yeah.
Does it have to do with it?
You don't know, maybe, I don't know.
Maybe.
Go ahead and roll. You're gonna do this at
A minus.
a minus
What's my minus?
6.
Damn it, man.
No. If I wouldn't have gotten that minus, I would have known.
Mm.
No, I
Sorry.
have no fucking clue. Okay. Thanks for letting me try.
You're welcome. So you look into the tavern as you're saying this, and you see there's a bartender standing over here, and a waitress, and behind them you see this woman in her 20s, dressed kind of like a boy, dark skinned, dark complected, with curly hair, kind of like Remy, just sitting in the corner by herself and eating. She doesn't pay any attention to you guys.
At that table up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the waitress waves at you guys and smiles. And then she'll move away from, you know, being in front of the bar. She kind of moves down this way like this, and then you see her kind of come back and go through the kitchen here.
I'll go up and sit down at the bar in front of the bartender.
Okay.
I'll follow her.
Vay walks this way through the chairs, and as the waitress is going to the kitchen, he goes, "We'll be over here at this table when you're ready," he says to her. And he walks over to here and he sits right here.
Fucking Jack slap him. I swear, he better stop being rude. Oh my goodness.
The bartender smiles at you. He notices your reaction to what he
She
says.
would too. She would like,
And when he
I'm
says that, of course, Doobie follows him,
Mhm.
and Remy goes too. Remy doesn't. He's so oblivious to what's going on.
Yeah, I followed Velia.
Two of you come to the bar, and the bartender smiles.
I'll
Greetings.
smile at him.
Greetings.
How are you, ladies?
Good. We're in need of a couple of rooms and a hot meal for this evening.
How long will you be staying?
Just overnight for now. Can we leave it open?
Well, either we can do a one-night stay or a three-night stay.
Let's just do one.
All right. How many?
I'll look back at everybody.
At that point, the waitress comes back out.
Me and Remy have somewhere to stay. We're good.
And she goes walking by. She looks at you two and she's like, "I'll take their orders." And she smiles at you.
She would like make a point to be like, "Thank you."
She goes over to the table.
Just one, I guess.
Just one room.
2 beds.
All right. I can do that. 12 gold.
She'll pull it out.
Okay. New to the city, huh?
Yeah, I just arrived from Verb.
Ah. He smiles. He turns and looks at you, and you know he recognizes you. You recognize him. You've been
Yeah, we. Yeah.
You've brought notes to him from Miss Morrissey and everything. Can't remember his name. You don't know if he's ever told it to you or not. You guys cut through here a lot.
Me and Remy.
Yeah,
Oh,
when
I'm
you're
sure that's
when you're
annoying.
going from the top road to the docks down to the Temple District, this is the quickest way, is through the middle of the bar. You know, so he'll see you guys move through and stuff. Anyway, yeah. He gives you 2 keys. Or 1 key,
One
sorry,
key.
1 key. For one
Take
room.
it, put it in my bag. Thank you.
No problem. With the price of that room also comes breakfast and dinner. What would you like? He says, if you want to tell her, she has the menu memorized. And he kind of smiles at you. He's an old guy like me. It's kind of hard to know what she's a cooking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, gotcha. Thank you.
You're welcome. Get you something to drink on your way over there. We got some of the finest elven wine, and he pulls out this really nice looking bottle, like just new, fresh in.
Yeah.
The elves have moved into Beacon, and so we've been doing a little trading.
Oh, let's try it. Yeah.
1 glass or a bottle?
2?
You're like, what the?
Fuck yeah.
You know this is gonna be
Elven wine is
expensive.
like, what is
Yeah.
it, like $300?
Yeah, 300 gold, 200 gold, somewhere around there. You
200
know,
gold
like you're quite aware that probably 12 gold pieces just for a drink of it, just for a glass of it, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
If she says no, then Belia say no, just a glass.
Pulls one up. Corks it, hands you the cork.
Take it.
And just for you to smell it, you know, and he pours it, and real, you know, he does all the stuff you're supposed to do, and takes the cork back and hands you the glass, gets the glass over.
Do you sniff?
And then he
cork?
says,
Yes.
she does. He goes, "Would you like me to just run you a tab, love?
Yes.
I'll let you know tomorrow morning."
Thank you.
The dinner's free, however. So the waitress comes walking back away from the table. She's kind of doing that, and then she looks at you and kind of quickly smiles, like you catch her. And then she just looks at you guys. She goes, "Do you guys know what you want? Do you need to know what we have?" Probably. Yes. I'm sorry. So she starts naming off everything that's on the menu. And it's a variety of things, like everything from vegetarian to triple meat wrapped around a turkey stick, you know, with baked potatoes or deep fried, whatever. I mean, they have a bunch of stuff.
Nice.
Want me to surprise you? Or?
Yeah, what's your favorite?
Well, a girl likes meatloaf with gravy, mashed potatoes, green beans. That's my favorite. She kind of pats her stomach, and you know she's slightly overweight, still beautiful, but slightly overweight.
Oh, sure. That sounds wonderful.
You too, hun?
I'm okay, thank you.
Are you sure? You've got to be.
So
hungry.
roll a perception.
Come on.
Roll perception. Or an observation, I'm sorry.
Oh, barely.
I'm just playing the character, man.
No, I missed it
Okay.
by one.
You're not sure what's up.
Oh,
You can walk over to the table.
Have dinner with us. No, she'll when she
Okay.
says no, she'll be like, no, you gotta be hungry. Have dinner with us.
Okay. Alright. She'll shake her head.
The waitress looks at you for a second, recognizes you, of course.
Mm-hmm.
She looks over at Remy, and then she looks back at you, and she goes, are you running a tab? Is it? what we're-
Yes.
Okay, I'll take care of it. She smiles at you and turns and walks away. You come to the table where they all are?
Yeah.
Good.
As we're walking up, she would ask her, she'd be like, so you said that whoever has a symbol is a verbatim?
That symbol.
Yeah.
See how it looks like this symbol?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a symbol for Vermidine Rangers.
It's identical to hers, but older.
It's really interesting. I wonder if my parents were from Verb. Or if they were Rangers, or...
Most assuredly, if that's where that came from.
Remy's like, you come walking up to the table. He hops up. He's like, I'll be right back.
Are you good?
Yeah. As he says that, you see that it's just raining outside. Starts to get a little bit colder, and you see the rain start to come down, and he runs. He says, I'll be back. He takes off.
She would... Yeah.
Sit down.
Vay's just kind of got his back to the wall, and he's looking at you. He's like, so did you get us some rooms?
I got us a room with 2 beds.
What do I owe you?
You're good.
Doobie's like, where am I gonna
Did you
sleep?
guys order food?
Doobie's like, where am I gonna sleep? He says that.
And we're
Vay just
all gonna sleep in that room.
You slept in a bedroll before, you'll be fine. Yes, we ordered. We ordered, he says.
Goodness.
Pardon me for my grouchiness. I just am very focused right now. I know I'm probably being a dick.
What'd you say to that waitress? She would say. Look at him.
Doobie just kind of looks at him like this, and you see Vay kind of look at him like, don't you say a word. He's like, it was a misunderstanding.
Yeah, that's fucking right.
That's what he says.
Take a big, go drinking my wine.
Okay.
Big
Oh, it's good. After being on the river all day in the hot sun and coming down, you drink this and it immediately requires you to make a constitution check. And you're going to be making this one at a -4. What's your constitution?
16.
Yes, so 12 or under.
2.
You're fine.
Nice, you made it.
Make it.
Roll.
Quenches your thirst and is so sweet, but at the same time, yeah, it's just good. You love it. It's Alban wine for sure.
Yummy.
So, you guys need help with the zombies, right?
He smiles. He says, "Of course, I would not say no to help for sure. I must capture a dozen and take them to the gate. If I had to do it myself, one at a time, I will, but I would prefer any help.
Did they give you gear? Is that what that bag is? To help?
She gave me armor,
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
smiles. Yes, and a sword.
Nice.
He kind of touches it, and you realize it's exactly like his. Looks the same. He kind of touches it. He's like, it doesn't work like it should yet, but she says it will once the quest is completed.
Wonderful.
It is an unholy avenger, as they call them.
Any clue what that is?
Yeah, religion proficiency. I'll give you a +2. Make this check at a +2.
Oh yeah, I made it.
Yeah, you know what a holy and unholy avenger is. It's a specific weapon that usually requires a lot of questing and all kinds of shit to happen before you get it. You don't get it at first level usually. It takes a. But
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
So she'd be like, "Wow, really?"
He nods. He's like, yes. I guess the nearest shines upon me. We will see tomorrow.
Well, we need to learn as much as we can about him, I guess.
Yeah.
Do I know if I can turn him or not?
No, you don't think you can turn one.
Yeah.
You could barely turn a skeleton.
Yeah, so she would say, I'm not of the circle where I can turn him yet, so it won't be any help there. They're not like normal zombies, like I said.
Turning. He nods.
So what is being a zombie? Is it a curse? Is it a disease? Is it... What is it exactly?
Doobie just sits there, doesn't say anything. Vay doesn't say anything.
Everybody just wide-eyed.
What kind of role would that do I have any...
So,
I'm just curious, like, is that any kind
yeah, no, there's...
Yeah.
So, you will know. I will give you a local history proficiency. Go ahead and roll that. Maybe you could learn something, tell her something. But
Oh,
not-
that's charisma.
If nothing else, at least everybody's
I got a really good roll.
thinking of it.
So there was this time in the Thieves Guild when you were delivering something that you overheard these two guys talking about the problem with the Juju zombies in the mausoleum down under the city where the crypts are, and that Alex the high priest of Larkin, should start taking control of all those undead. And the conversation went to something about Patient X being under his command, that he had actually turned the Lich that came against the city of Beacon and the North. He'd actually turned him and didn't destroy him, but he's commanding him. So most of the Juju zombies should be under control, if that's the case. And so they were bitching about some of them getting into the underground where the thieves move and stuff like that.
But nothing about whether it's a disease or not.
But nothing about whether it's a disease or not. No.
Yeah, I don't know.
But actually, you know this much. You already know this much. And we talked about it. You mentioned it to her, that there was a drug that was being
Right.
used that would create Juju zombies
Right.
over long periods of abuse with this drug in the city
So-
of Beacon. So you know that it's
It's kind of like a
poisoning,
poison?
kind of.
Yeah.
You're not sure, but she knows
So-
that.
Yeah, she would say that. She'd be like, I don't think it's like a curse or a disease. So like I was saying, there's that drug. So maybe it would be like a poison. But I don't know though, because it sticks. It's not like, I don't think like a neutralized poison could take it away, unless it's caught like early on.
Okay.
About that point, you see Remy come running in out of the rain. Takes his cloak off. Sorry,
it's like
guys.
I'm not sleeping in the clubhouse tonight.
I guess not. Yeah, had to put stuff up so it wouldn't get rained on, he says. So he sits down at the table. He goes, did you guys already order? And they're like, yeah. He's like, oh, cool.
Did you order?
No.
You need to order you some dinner.
He's like, we'll eat dinner when we are back at the clubhouse.
Oh,
I
no.
can share mine with you. She made me get
No.
food.
I insist. that you eat
At this
dinner.
point, you realize, I'll go ahead and give you a proficiency check on observation at a +2 to try to realize what's going on.
What's going on with them?
Yeah.
No, I did it with the +2.
Okay. All right. They're fucking poor, and you're clueless, and have been clueless for quite a while.
Fucking
You
fine.
realize
You're
at this
fucking-
point that they're fucking
Like
poor.
the fact that he
And
gave
the
me
fact that they're
50
that poor,
gold,
they have no idea how rich you are. Probably they have no clue.
the fact that that bard gave me that 50 gold, like that's a big
Yeah.
fucking deal.
Yeah.
Like big fucking deal. So she would say to him, "So we can't sleep in the clubhouse tonight.
Just stay.
I
Maybe
got
Miss
some
Morrissey will let us
well,
stay in
I got
one of
s-
her rooms.
I got some gold from dancing down at the temple.
Oh,
So maybe we could get a room.
okay. That could be cool.
I guess. Yeah.
I've never stayed here before.
Me neither.
That could be neat. You realize for sure that they are fucking dirt ass poor.
Nice.
This is something you're just doing because you got to do it.
Right.
They're like excited to be able to stay here.
It's a right. They live in a clubhouse.
Yeah.
She's just realizing. Goodness. Yeah.
I rolled a 02 on my social class.
Yeah, she's dirt ass poor.
Yeah, I rolled 2 above a fucking 0. Like,
Right.
yeah, crazy.
Whereas you rolled royalty.
Yeah, we literally rolled on
So-
opposite ends of the scale.
All right, so the food starts coming out. Remy's like, oh my goodness, and she brings out breads and stuff, and he grabs some of the bread right away. You can tell he's hungry. He starts eating. And she goes, are you going to get something to eat, Remy? And he's like, yeah. And he orders something.
I'll ask him if he wants this, and I can just take what he gets, and I'll go get a room so that this doesn't get cold.
Okay.
She'll push it over to him. She'll get up and go walk up to the bar.
Alright. He starts eating. Roll 6 for me.
5?
Mm-mm. Okay, you go to the bar?
Mhm.
Okay. Bartender's there. The waitress starts unloading all the plates as she gets up and leaves. She kind of looks at you funny. She's like, everything okay?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. She's just passing plates. You go to the bar.
I'll walk up there. This is gonna be so awkward. I can
Smells
already-
wonderful
I
when
can
she hands
already
it to you.
feel
You're like, wow, home cooked.
Yum. I'll dig in.
Because she needs some more wine.
Oh. I only took one drink, right?
Right.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
She'll walk up. Can we get another room for a night? With
Yeah.
2 beds?
Yeah.
She'll pull out the 12 gold and give it to him. I'm sure this is awkward.
He takes it and kind of looks at you, and he's like, I think we got you a good. We can get you a good room. We'll get you the one with the king bed and the side single.
Thank you.
It's the nice windows. And
Cool.
He gives you the key.
I'll take it and go sit back down.
All right. She gets everything off. She says, is there anything else? And everybody says, no, starts eating. And Remy says, yeah, he orders for her another one of these. She says, okay. And she leaves. You start eating?
Now down.
Okay, it's good. It's good. Your stomach stops rumbling.
Mm-hmm.
You come over, and Remy's almost finished all of it. You
Mm.
can tell he was hungry, and you are too. Your stomach's grumbling. Just a few minutes go by, 4 or 5 minutes, and she brings you yours.
Nice. I'll eat.
Okay. You guys are all eating. Bay finishes pretty quickly, and he's like, so I figured we'd try to gain as much intel and as much knowledge as we can in the morning,
Okay.
and maybe go tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening.
Okay.
Rather go at night if possible, but
Why?
I just play better in the dark. That's all. He smiles. I'll catch you guys in the morning. And he stands up, grabs the bag, and Doobie's like, moves out of the way. He's like, yeah, okay, I guess I'm gonna go to sleep, he says.
I'll give him the key and tell him,
I'll leave you to bed, he says.
don't lock me out.
I won't.
Did you see Braid while you were over there? She'd say that to Remy.
No,
No?
no,
That's really weird.
yeah.
He never leaves. Let him know what we're doing.
There was that
tomorrow.
one time when Miss Morsi sent him. There was that guy that owed her money, remember? She
Oh.
sent him. Might be something like that, I don't know.
Okay.
I
Well,
know
we're
I wouldn't want to be the guy he came after to get money from Miss Morsi, though. Didn't used to eat. You're just hearing all this.
Yeah, I'll just eat. Goodness.
You'll finish up my dinner and my wine.
Okay. The rain is still coming down and is very inviting for sleep. Like your belly's full. You can hear the rain coming down is kind of nulling you a little bit from being on the river all day. You feel a little
Very
sleepy.
rest. Nice. Guys ready to rest?
Yeah.
Everybody's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
We'll just meet you guys down here in the morning. Yeah.
That sounds good.
All right.
Cool.
Cool.
I'll pull out 2 gold pieces and put on the table for the waitress.
Okay. She leaves. Remy like stops you for a second, lets them walk out.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "Hey,
What's up?
I could sell that room. Could they buy it?"
No, I
You
bought
bought
it. I bought it.
Damn.
We need
Okay.
we
Cool.
need
Cool.
somewhere to sleep.
No, it's all good, man.
So
There's a lot of extra food. He says, and he looks back. He's like, "You wanna?"
are you still hungry?
I'll get hungry.
Okay.
He starts taking some and putting it on a plate.
She would tell him,
He has no idea how his life is about to change. It's fucking
No
awesome.
clue.
So
she would tell him, so yeah, we went down there and we danced with that bard, and I made like 50 gold, dude.
Dude, how did that happen?
I'm not sure what. How she kind of scratched her head.
I didn't see what happened. I thought you were following me.
I don't really remember. Like we walked up and he started playing music, and the next thing I know, we were dancing, and then the dance was ended, and then there was people all around, and he was giving us gold. I don't know.
Motherfucker charmed you.
I think he
He
did.
fucking
I
charmed
think he
you.
did. At least I know how to dance.
Yeah. Bitch ass. That dude, his name's Gavin, by the way.
Mm.
Yeah, I always see him over there charming chicks. Yeah. Anyway, let's go check out the room, man.
All right.
Alright. So you go up first, you go up the stairs.
I've got to get 8 hours, man. Spells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the stairway right over here by the entrance goes up.
Mhm.
It goes up to another level, and that's where all the rooms are.
Okay.
So you go upstairs to the second level to where the rooms are, and they're really nice and seem very safe. The doors are very protected, and so are the windows.
Nice.
And you go to bed.
Yeah.
The rain drops down. You can hear it outside the windows in your snug rooms that you have. This is the nicest room you've ever stayed in. You and Remy really like it. He's almost immediately asleep when he lays down on the bed, one of the beds.
Nice.
You're left there by yourself, but he kind of wakes up for a second as you see, like he almost goes, and then he lifts up and goes, "Hold on. Are you crazy?
What?
Before I go to sleep, we're not going like zombie catching, are we?"
Yeah.
What? Miss Morsi will kill us if we don't show up in the morning. She will be pissed. You have to go. I don't know what you're gonna do. You better come up with something. We can't go with him. We got shit to do. He rolls over. A few moments later, you hear him snoring. He's out. You go to bed.
Mm. Yeah.
You gonna do anything else before that?
Not before I go to bed.
Okay.
No.
Okay. You bunk down. Same for you. When you come in, Vay's out. Door's locked.
Mm.
But Doobie opens it almost immediately after you jiggle the handle. Hey, sorry. Vay told me I had to lock it. Wait up for you.
Mm.
He closes it, locks it, hands you the key.
Thank you.
Bed's made. It's nice.
Nice.
bounced on it for a little bit, but yeah, I like my bedroll. He goes over and lays down on the bedroll.
Nice.
Besides, and he waves his hand, and you see the whole bedroll change into this beautiful, lush bed. He goes, yours isn't like mine. And he jumps in the air and lands on it.
Nice. See? No worries.
What's your intelligence?
It's a 16.
Okay.
16.
All right. That's what you see. It's beautiful. It's like made of silks and stuff. It's like came out of his hands.
Yeah.
Like badass. You've seen him do things before too. So
Great. Yeah.
great
Something
images.
out of nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before you know it, he's asleep.
Cool. Get undressed. Is it all just one room?
It's all one room, but there are room dividers, room separators, and things like that, changing separators that you could use to do that stuff behind.
Nice. I will. I'll
Nice
step
room. There's a
behind.
bathtub too if you want to take a bath.
Yeah. I'll go in the bath.
Okay.
Clean up real quick.
Okay.
Go to bed.
All right. You guys wake in the morning. You don't hear the rain anymore. You feel really rested. You ate. You slept. What's the first thing you guys do?
I'm gonna wake up and I'm not gonna pray for spells. I want to keep the spells that I had the night before, but I had 8 hours of sleep, so I can pray later if I need to, right? And retain my current spells.
Yes,
That's how that works.
technically.
Okay, but I
Well,
am
You would renew your spells when you pray now that you've had
Right.
8 hours sleep.
right. But I do want to do like a morning prayers to Willak,
Okay.
but not ask for spells.
Just normal prayers.
Yep.
I'll be damned.
In honor of my goddess.
Not asking for nothing, I'm just hollering to you. No, okay, yeah.
Cool.
You pray.
Nice. And then fix my my thing.
Your makeup, your
My
sign of the
makeup.
elder gods.
Yep. She doesn't know what that is.
Yeah, I know you don't. Yeah, you did see this. She forgot to describe it, but she has a blacked out eye with a long point. You know what it means. It's followers of the elder gods. The Elder Way Council do it. Everybody in Burb does it, like often, especially during holidays and prophetic events and
Right.
speeches. And they all do it. All the Vulcan people do it.
Yeah.
Anyway, can you put that on? All right.
Wake Remy up if he's not awake.
Yeah, he gets up when you get up. He
Yeah.
starts getting up. Oh man, it's so good. You know.
Me too.
I'll be downstairs.
When I'm done, I'll go down.
You all gather downstairs. When you come down, you see Vay is dressed in full plate mail with a sword. He's got this wicked-looking helm that the eyes of the helm are cut like flames, but it's just metal.
Oh goodness.
But it's colored to where it makes it look orange almost. The metal itself. Badass looking armor. And he's eating breakfast. He nods at y'all. As everybody gathers, you all gather around the same waitress, same bartender, and they wish you a good morning and everything, and start making you breakfast and ask if there's anything else you need. We'll go ahead and just settle up when you guys are done eating.
Okay. Thank you. We'll go sit down.
Okay. Eat.
Order food. Drink.
As you're eating, you finish up eating and everything. Vay's like, I'm not sure what we should do, but we should gain some more intel. Maybe you could help us with that. And Remy's like, well, we got shit to do, man. If we don't get back to Miss Morrissey, it'll be our ass.
I also have to get in contact with my dad and my uncle. We didn't really get a chance to talk last night, but I came here to stay with my uncle for a while. And so I'm supposed to meet my dad this morning and go take care of that first thing. But then I'm down to do whatever.
Yeah, we should probably get a hold of your uncle. That way we don't have to keep buying rooms. Find some way. I'm sure he knows something.
Yes, yeah. I'm sure we'll be staying in this house.
Remy's like kind of squints down and looks at
Who's
you.
your uncle?
His name is Gordon.
She would kind of look
front of me.
Like Gordon Lightfoot?
Lightfoot?
Yes.
Her jaw like hits the ground.
His does
when you
too.
say that.
Goodness, you know him.
He's
Everybody knows him.
everybody. He's one of the heroes of the North. Everybody knows him.
That's your uncle?
The heroes that you're talking about that made the laws here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They ruled the city.
They built the city.
That's your uncle?
That's your
Gordon
uncle?
Lightfoot's your uncle? Dude.
I'm
Fucking
just as
A.
surprised as you are. Actually.
And you told me it wasn't good to make friends. Or maybe that was the other way around. Yeah, it was the other way around. I'm sorry. You're right. It's good to make friends. And he smiles and looks at you. Vay kind of raises an eyebrow and just kind of looks at you. He's like,
If it's the same person.
he goes like that. Vay kind of points at the bar with his lips. Like,
Look over.
see the bartender and he's like,
Get up and go over there.
okay. You walk up to him. He's got 2 scrolls in his hand.
Take them.
One has a key attached to it, and the other has a necklace attached to it. And the necklace has the city of Beacon's symbol on it with the beacon of light, and then the other side with the castle.
Just like a silver symbol.
Yeah, it's on a necklace, yeah. And it's wrapped around the scroll and tied to the scroll. Looks like you have to open the scroll to get it off, and the key's the same way. He goes, these were left for you last night.
By who?
He kind of looks back at the table and then looks back at you and he goes, your uncle, as I overheard. And your aunts, his wives.
Wives.
I don't judge. Heroes of the North, Eris, Zira, Gordon. They were here last night. By the way, if you ever need anything, just let us know. We cater events. We can.
More information, apparently. I'm gonna assume that my family was gonna tell me all of these things this morning.
Well, you might find your answers there.
Goodness. Okay.
Yeah, you don't see your dad. He's not here. You know, he said he'd find you in the morning. But
And
anyway,
it's open.
yeah, there's nobody here. That girl that was sitting in the corner isn't here even. It's empty. So which one do you open first? The one with the key or the one with the necklace?
The necklace.
You open the one with the necklace and it says, Dearest Valia, we hope this letter finds you well. If you need anything, use this necklace to contact us. We look forward to meeting you. May Ariax bless your every step. With love, Auntie Zira and Auntie Eris.
Oh, goodness.
You kind of look at the necklace and
Just sit down on the bar stool and
okay.
put the necklace on.
You put it on, and when you put it on, you feel the magic kind of comb around you and go to your brain. Like you realize you could speak to somebody in your head, in their head. And then you also realize that there's some kind of servant in this necklace. Like you can invoke an image of yourself, and that servant will go wherever you tell it to go and will say whatever you told it to say. You realize you can't pick anything up bigger than like a dagger, but you could pick something small up with this servant. It could pick that up and bring it back to you, things like that.
Okay.
And you can
She's
talk
like-
to anybody in their head. You realize it's a magic item. Yeah, it's the first, you're just like, what the? And it's beautiful. The coin is minted very high craftsmanship.
Nice.
And so is the necklace that it goes around. It's not just like on some leather necklace,
It's
it's
silver.
nice. Yeah, silver, it's really nice.
Nice.
And then there's the other scroll with the key. You guys over at the table, you notice she's talking to the bartender and then she's looking at something.
Oh, she's got a big grin.
Well, they can't see you. Can't
Yeah.
see your face.
She's like, wow.
All right, so you open the other?
Yes, put that down. No, I'll take the key off.
It says, Greetings, Valia. And then it has what looks like a big ink splot, like somebody sat there for a second and the pen dripped, the quill dripped. It says, I became aware this evening that your father has plans for you to stay in Beacon. I have yet to speak to him of the details. Until then, I offer up my house in the Riverside District. Currently, it is full of coffee, and I offer this up to you as well to make you some money. There are 2 merchants that will purchase from you, and I will leave that information in the house until we meet Uncle Gordon.
Wow.
Bartender's just
She
standing
just
there.
takes a
kinda looking at
big, deep breath. I'm gonna say anything about it out loud. I'm just gonna bitch to myself in my head.
Okay.
And we'll roll it back up and put them together.
Okay.
Put everything in my pouch.
Take the key out, put it in your pouch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
You do see her put on a necklace. Meanwhile, you guys at your table eating breakfast, and Vay says,
So, sorry.
Vay says, so, being the niece of this Gordon, Lightfoot, that would mean that she's important now, or how does that work?
It does. That means that my boss is gonna have no problem with me going with you guys. That's what that means.
Oh, that's such good news.
I actually need to go talk to her though, before we get in huge trouble. Liquor, I mean.
I understand.
You guys gonna be here for a little while? We'll be right back. It's right over there.
You should probably ask Valia. Valia, you hear him holler. Come here.
Am I done? I'll
Yeah.
walk over.
Oh, do you say thank you to
I'll tell him
bartender?
thank you again. And
No problem. Let me know if you need anything.
have a beautiful morning. Thank you.
Your bill is settled, by the way. Everything's taken care of.
Oh, he tells me that?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, thank you, Uncle Gordon.
Yes. He smiles.
Nice. Okay, cool. Thank you. And we won't be needing a room. I'll be.
Anytime you need one, just it's yours.
Okay.
Just come on in.
Thank
Free of charge.
Oh, goodness, that's sweet.
Pleasure meeting you.
You too. What was your name again?
They call me Bill.
Bill.
Yeah.
Bill. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I didn't even ask you last night. I apologize.
My real name
That's
is
odd of me.
William.
William. Nice. Did you prefer Bill? Thank you, though.
He nods.
I'll go.
I gotta go run and talk to our boss really quick. Are you guys gonna be here for a little while?
Yeah, I'm done here, I think. I'm
Nice
full.
necklace.
I feel good.
Vay says to you.
It's for my Auntie Zira and my Auntie Eris. Left
Doobie
this-
kind of goes like that. He's like, you have 2 aunties? That's
Yeah.
cool. I didn't know humans had more than one.
Yeah. And
Smiles.
then,
I hope that wasn't racist.
I guess they'll be staying at my uncle's house. We can go look at it maybe on the way.
Okay.
You're,
I have to go talk to Miss Morrissey.
Remy's like,
Well, let's do
you're
that
going to,
first.
you're
What?
going to the Vane Manor.
There.
We're going to the Vane Manor. We're going to the Vane Manor.
Vane?
Vane.
Vane.
The Vane Manor.
Goodness.
I don't know why they call it that.
Yeah.
Like normally it's a manor after your name. Like it would be like Lightfoot Manor or Gordon Manor. They call it Vane Manor. I don't know why. It's weird.
Vane? That's my last name. That's actually Uncle Gordon's last name. He just changed it.
He raises an eyebrow. He's like, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Cool.
So let's go.
Back over to where we came in at? By the docks? Alright.
Remy kind of looks at you. He's like,
You guys might want to wait outside.
Okay.
let's go.
Let's go.
Vay gets up and he's like, so that was a wonderful breakfast and I would like to thank you for your hospitality. And he pulls out this huge bag of gold and he puts it on the table and he says, until we see each other again. And he turns and walks out. You're like, you look at it and you're like, what the? Like, it's gotta be a couple thousand worth of gold pieces. And he just sets it on the table.
She'll take out the key to the room. And she'll give it to the bartender before
Okay.
she
He
leaves.
just kind of, he's still staring at the gold when he takes your room. He's like, yeah, see you. And Vay walks out.
She looks at her and she's like, oh my goddess.
And when he walks out, you know, when he walks out like this, like a paladin, like.
Yeah, she would look at her and be like, is he always like that?
Doobie turns and looks at you and he goes,
Goodness.
Very dramatic. Yes. But at
he
least
steps
he's
out the
not-
door, kind of looks back for you, and you see when he does, he takes his long straight hair and just kind of does one of these flips where it flips over to this side. He looks back and goes, "You coming?"
At least he's not as angsty today as he usually is.
Let's go. She's like stifling a laugh, you know?
Oh, goodness.
And he smells good too.
Oh,
Like when you walk out the door, you're like, "What is that? Man, that smells really good." Whatever you realize it's coming off of him. He smells really good.
goodness. All right.
Doobie comes out and he just like starts looking around again, you know.
Nice. Keep step with her.
Yeah. I'll go back the same way we came.
Okay. You go back to the
Mm-hmm.
Blushing Mermaid, back to the
And
docks, the same direction
Once
that
we
you
get
went.
up there too, I'll say to them again, just wait here.
When you get to the Blushing Mermaid.
Yeah.
Okay, well hold on. So you go out the northern side, right here,
Yeah.
out 77.
Yeah.
Do you go straight up to the docks or do you cut up?
No, I'll cut.
You cut up and go back by 26.
Yeah.
And then in to the front. So when you come to the front, you'll see that this is just a roof to the right of 24 there, to the Blushing Mermaid. That's just a roof that goes over, but there's above that, it looks like there's this makeshift building, like somebody made a little house of some sort between the two houses, and you can see through it and you can walk through it too. So you think that's their clubhouse, maybe. It's an actual room, you can tell.
Right.
And it's got a little
makeshift.
it's got a little ladder.
Like we took some time.
Yeah, they took, like it's, you don't know where they got the construction material because it's not the same as the buildings around it.
Yeah. Somebody wanted their own space.
Yeah.
Badly.
And so where do you go? You walk up. Do you walk? She goes over towards the Blushing Mermaid, right where that area that you can walk through, and stops and like kind of faces you. Goes, "Just wait outside."
Yeah,
She
I'll be
says.
like, just wait right here. I'll be right back.
You're like, it's
Okay.
strange, but okay. You and Remy go walking up, and you see the steps, and you go in. You see Braze sitting there at the first table.
Mhm.
He kind of looks at you and he goes, "Ah, good morning.
Good morning.
Everything go okay?" You look
Yes.
past, you see the bar. You see Miss Morrissey sitting at the end of the bar talking to Jet, her father. And she's facing the door. He's facing away from you, talking to her. And she kind of looks at you like this, and she's like, with a very stern look. She's kind of like,
Like she's irritated.
yeah, like something's up. You're not sure what it is. And they continue to talk a little bit, and Remy just looks at you. She's like, I'm going to go change.
Okay.
He starts to walk away, and you see Miss Morrissey jet her eye over at him and go like that, and he goes, and he stops, and he's like, or not. And he kind of backs up, kind of comes over to you. It's like there's something going on. You're not sure what.
What's going on?
What do you mean? What do you mean, what's going on? I guess she wants to talk to us. I don't know.
You need to learn how to read the energy in a room.
He just kind of looks up at you. You see Jet kind of turn to his left like that and look back at you guys, and then he turns back to Miss Morrissey and says something and gets up and heads out towards the front door and walks out the front door. Miss Morrissey goes,
Walk up to him. Good morning.
see her put a little pipe in her mouth, and she, good morning, dear.
So I've got some news.
So were you in on this?
And on what?
She looks at Remy. Remy's like, and he just looks at you. This theft.
Theft.
She turns and looks at Remy, and Remy goes, shit. I have our cut. I have our cut. She goes, that's not the point. You know who you stole from? He's like, I'm not sure who we stole from. She kind of looks at him and then looks at you and goes, "You two idiots stole from someone that shouldn't have been stolen from, and now I have to take care of it. What are you doing at the temple at that hour when you knew you were supposed to be here this morning?"
So, Gordon Lightfoot, he has a niece, and she has asked me to accompany her. And so I went with her. I wasn't gonna tell her no.
She puts her pipe down. She says, "You
She wants to be my friend.
with Gordon Lightfoot's niece."
Yeah,
you say.
she's standing out front waiting for us.
Jet is her father, the gentleman I was speaking with.
Yeah?
Yes. I already know who she is, but that is perhaps good news. Something that will keep you out of trouble.
She'll smile.
She turns and looks over at Remy, and he just kind of is looking
She's
down.
got no fucking clue what she's talking about. She's not gonna tell her that, though.
Right. Very well. Do not forget to report back to me.
Yes, madam.
Let me know what's going on. Don't let a week go by without something.
Okay.
You know, that day we took you out of the dress and gave you a chance.
Yes, ma'am.
You have proven yourself every day.
Thank you.
Cece's in room 3. She's caught something. I need you to go in and help her.
Okay.
When that is done, you may leave.
I'll take care of it.
Go. She grabs her pipe. You start to leave, and she goes, "Remy," and he stops. He's like, "Oh yeah," and he reaches inside of his bag and starts pulling out some gold and puts it on the table. Go on. He turns.
She'll
and
go
starts
to
walking.
the room.
Okay. Meanwhile, you were told to wait outside, and you're just kind of standing there, and it smells, like fish. And you look in the water; it's deep here, and you see fish everywhere in this area.
Nice.
There is something very noticeable as you're standing on the docks right here. It's in the morning, so you see people all around working and getting ready for the day. You see fishermen moving about. Across the way over here is the orcish section. And as you look over there, you see small little skiffs start to come across here with orcs on them. And they don't look like half orcs. They're orcs. It freaks you out. They're big, they're giant, they're massive, and they're like coming across. You see they're carrying boxes and things, and as they get to these other docks, they start trading with humans back and forth, and you're just like, what the? You've never seen or heard of anything like this. It's crazy.
Do you see this?
You see he's looking up at the painting at the Blushing Mermaid, and he looks, he goes, "What?" And he turns and looks.
Look
Orcs! Orcs! He screams really
No, watch.
He stops and kind of looks at you. There's a few
They're
people down the
trying.
docks that kind of turn and look up your way for a second and glare, and then
Hey,
he goes,
do you
What?
remember racism is illegal here? Remember we learned that last night? It's like really, really...
"But they're orcs," and he
But-
points.
They're trading. Look at them.
"It's all right, young one." You hear over your shoulder, and you see Braid standing there right in the doorway.
This
Kind of
place is amazing.
It'll be okay. They won't harm you.
Good.
Doobie kind of looks up at you.
You're good.
Okay, cool.
We're awesome.
I guess. I mean, if they're nice, it'd be good to have a orcish, do you call them? Anyway, it'd be good to have a big green friend, he says, and he smiles. You can tell he doesn't mean it racist, he just...
Yeah, you just don't know.
You see Braid kind of smile and look at him. "So, did you have a good evening last night?" The barbarian.
Mm-hmm.
He says that to you.
We did. The inn that Oseth took us to was really nice.
Service was, eh. You hear Vay say over your shoulder. You see Braid kind of look at him and nod. He goes,
She was trying hard.
"Ah, new waitress."
Yes.
Mm.
Sweet as pie, though.
Doobie's like, and the food was really good. I don't think she's a waitress. I think she's a cook.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's doing both.
I think so.
But I will tell you, I would not have thought to order meatloaf and potatoes on my own, but that was the best damn food ever.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you slept well. That's quite the trip from Burb.
Yeah.
About that point, your father walks out.
Hi.
He turns
Good
and looks at you.
morning.
Ah, you found your way.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, I think I love it here.
Yeah?
Yeah, last night we went to the temple of Willac and danced, and then we went to the inn and had dinner, and the most lovely elven wine I've ever put in my mouth, and a beautiful sleep, and I woke up to a letter from Auntie Zira's and Auntie Harris.
Yes.
Thanks for telling me about that.
I'm concerned myself and my brother's wives. I've never even...
Well, they left me this
Well,
beautiful
I have met.
necklace.
Yeah. They're nice. They're nice people.
And she'll hold out the necklace and be like, this was amazing.
Kind of looks at it.
I can do this. She'll telepathy you.
In his head.
Yeah.
He smiles. Telepathy's back to you. He's like, well, good. Now we can stay in contact if you need anything.
Nice.
Oh, they're rotten.
Oh. And then
Those two girls are rotten.
Yeah.
Your
I do
uncle's not going to like that.
Well, he left me a letter as well with a key to his manor, and said it was full of coffee. Said it was full of coffee that I could sell and keep the money.
Talking about shirking responsibilities. He's always telling me I'm doing those sort of things. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you don't see him for a while. But at least you have a house now. That's wonderful. Congratulations.
I could take care of myself.
And an
You're
income?
talking well. Yes.
Look, I know it's been serious lately and a lot's happened and you're ready to get things going. Got some things I've got to do.
Okay.
I will come back. Your uncle will watch over you, I'm sure. And if not, his two nosy wives, I'm sure will. He smiles at you, walks over and gives you a big hug.
Hug him back. Thank you.
Be careful. The city's big.
It is.
Has many enemies too. He looks over at the orcs and he's like, and that proves to the testament of how this city is growing. A lot is happening here. Be a good place for you to learn things.
This is amazing. Never seen anything like this.
I'm sure that you have questions that your father has discussed with you in the past, kind of haphazardly. And I've tried to be the best dad possible. There's a Burbadine witch named Sultes. And Sultes is your mother. She is in the north. Approximately 52 miles to the north of Burb. She has a hut where she lures victims in. I don't know what you can do with this information, but she is your mother.
I gotta tell you, I don't think I ever really believed you. Like, I know that probably is not what you want to hear, but
Burbadine witches make deals with powers and forces that will not allow them to have children. The fact that we had one is amazing, but she could not raise you. I didn't know, but I'm glad it happened. And he smiles at you.
me too.
Your old man one more hug and I'll see you soon. Turns around, he looks over and kind of stares at Vay and over at Doobie. He goes, "You boys continue to watch over her. Thank you." And they nod at him. Vay even nods. "Yes, sir." Actually, Vay says, "Yes, sir." And, he gets in a canoe and backs out, and you see him go down the river. Waves go by. You go into the room. She's in there bent over, holding her stomach, and she's having pains.
Poor baby. I'll walk up to her.
Okay.
What's her name?
Cece.
Cece.
Mistress Cece. She's one of the younger ones. And you know Miss Morrissey makes them go every month and get checked, and she also used to hire healers to come in. But since you've been here,
Hasn't been
it
necessary.
hasn't been necessary because it doesn't happen a lot.
Right. So she'll walk up to her. Sorry. Oh, that one's only visual semantic. Nice. Okay, yeah, I'll walk up to her.
She looks up at you. She goes, "Oh, thank goodness you're here. Oh, it hurts so bad. It's burning."
I'll start casting
Okay.
and chanting. It's visual semantic, and I'll touch her.
Okay. Your disease?
Yeah.
Okay. She feels much better and thanks you and gives you a big hug.
I'll hug her.
Damn bastard. He will be blacklisted now. I
Bullshit.
guarantee you. She goes, "Thank you again." And she goes, "Miss Morrissey." And she turns and walks out the door and starts screaming and yelling. "This son of a bitch!" And you hear her cussing. Remy looks at you and he's like,
I'll walk out.
he walks out. He goes out the back door.
Okay, I'll follow him. Did you steal?
Dude, I'm sorry.
Where'd you steal from?
I didn't know she was going to implicate you or they were going to implicate you.
What happened?
This dude, man,
Who?
he had these really nice bracelets, and I picked him at the temple in the
Who?
garden. I don't know who he was.
Oh goodness.
I can tell you what he looks like. He starts describing some guy in a brown trench coat with gray hair, light blue eyes, had a long sword.
Do I know who he's talking about?
No, he doesn't sound familiar to you. Anyway, it just happened. It kind of happened. It wasn't planned.
I hope that doesn't get me in trouble with the temple. We'll see. Come on.
I'll
Let's go.
take care of it if it does. I'll admit to it.
It's okay. Let's go.
Sorry, dude.
It's okay. Shit happens, man.
But hey, at least we can get out of here. We can do whatever. Wait. Are we going with them?
Yes.
Dude. No.
Yes.
You start walking.
Yeah.
He falls behind. Please, no, don't.
You need
guys,
to find a sense of adventure.
You guys go through the little walkway.
Sorry.
You see him like begging her for something, and then he sees you and he stops and walks behind her.
It's gonna be fun.
Your dad just went around the corner and
Oh, nice.
you walk up.
That's
walk
good
up.
timing.
Yeah.
Nice.
They come from behind though. They come from like
Yeah.
they went out a back door or something.
Right. Cool. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. Nice. Let's go.
Where are we going, Faces?
Vane
Oh,
Manor?
is Parade standing there still?
Yeah. He nods at you and he says, "I'll be accompanying you."
We're gonna catch some zombies.
Zombies.
Yeah. He has to catch some juju zombies so he can become a anti-paladin?
Yes, I must bring 12 to the front gate.
They're in the thistles out there.
Alive. Faces. You see Braid kind of look at him like he's crazy.
Yeah. You are
It's
crazy.
his quest from Nira,
Alive.
and he's asked us to help.
Very well.
So we have to somehow trap them and get them back to the front gate. So let's go to the house and talk about it.
Okay.
Where's Vane Manor? Are you guys acted like you knew where it was.
Remy's like, Vane
Or
Manor?
Van. You got me saying
It's
it.
this way, man. Come on. Come on. I'll take you to it. I'll take you to it. Remy's bouncing. He's like, come on. Let's go. At least we get to see that. So you're going to go to Vane Manor?
And follow him.
Yeah. He follows you. He hops that way. You go to that house that had the red door. That's where he takes you. And he's bouncing in front of it. And you look at the doorway. It's red, but around it is carved wood. And it's in Verbadyne. He who enters here is blessed, is what it says. But only a Verbadyne would know that this is even writing. You know, it just looks like not work. You look at it.
Wow.
Nice. Vay actually says it out loud. He's like, those who enter here be blessed.
Are Verbadyne and Vulcan different?
No, same tongue.
Can I read it or can I just speak
no,
it?
you can read it too. You look at it and understand. All three of you do.
She would say that's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. You got the key?
Yep. I'll step up
He
and
steps
unlock
out of the
it.
way and you unlock the door. The entryway, there's some cobblestones missing at your feet right there.
Okay.
You can see. There's a wall immediately to your left right there, and there's a table up here. And on the table, immediately to your right, there's a little table, and on that table is a book. Looks like a ledger with a quill, ink. And to your left, this wall runs 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet, and then opens up into what looks like a room, but you see crates everywhere. And you can smell when you come into the house, this smell or waft of coffee hits you. You're like, wow. I mean, it's strong. It smells really good if you like coffee.
Yeah.
You go in?
Yeah.
All right, everybody kind of comes in. As you come around this corner, you can see past all these boxes, there's like a hallway made. This is all coffee. You come around here, it's still all coffee. You come around this corner, you still see coffee. Coffee fucking everywhere. There's a wall right here with a door right there and a staircase going up. And you see a nice chandelier, and this opens up into a living room with a nice fireplace.
Nice.
And some seats.
Okay.
You come in there.
Yep. I'll grab the ledger and the stuff off the thing on my way by.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you come around and you see that there's another door over here. Up above is a balcony. So if you were to follow the staircase up, there's a balcony that runs all along that south and all along the east.
Okay.
So I'll go a level up. I'll go a level up to show you. See?
Okay.
This is a balcony up there that looks down, but you guys are on the lower level down here. This door right here is closed, and that door is slightly open to the bathroom area. And if you go in there, you can look and see there's a bathtub and a fireplace and a place to change and a couch, sleeping area.
Nice.
Full-length mirror there.
Beautiful. I'll go sit in one of the chairs.
In the living room? Okay. There's one chair in particular that's right up next to the fireplace, made of wood. It's not the most comfortable chair, but it's pulled up real close. I have a feeling your uncle probably sat there.
Nice. I'll just sit on one of the chairs.
So the decor, as you come in the house, other than the decor and the bookshelves and everything are all still in here, the place is lit up with Verbadyne text in the carvings of the wood everywhere.
Nice.
And it's all like blessings. It's all blessings from the elder gods. May love find its way into this home. You know, things like that. Very, very much along that line. It reminds you of Verb, like this. Every other place. Yeah, nowhere else reminded you of. This is the only place so far that you feel like, you know, what you're looking at, you see a lot. So, yeah. Anyway.
Nice.
So you sit down.
Yep.
Wow, this place is nice. Remy's like,
Huge.
fuck, dude. He goes and starts opening doors and looking around.
Yeah.
Wow. He goes to open that door right there and it's locked.
Which one?
To the south.
Mm. Well then.
You have a key. You're not sure if it unlocks that door, but
I do.
and there's a staircase that goes up. So you go in the living room and sit down, start looking at the ledger. It looks like you can tell who buys coffee from Gordon.
Okay. It's just all that stuff.
It looks to be roughly 30,000 gold pieces a month.
Oh wow.
And it's between two merchants. It gives the location of those merchants and their names. It gives like the business that they own in the marketplace.
Okay.
And the days that they buy it are all written down.
Okay.
So you and their names, you feel like you would just need to make contact with them, or maybe things just keep going. Maybe it's already set up. You don't know. You don't know if you have to deliver it or what.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I guess I just go in and sit next to Valia.
Okay. Vay comes in, sits down. You all sit down by the fireplace and just kind of like wait on you. They're like, sit down. They're like, what's, and you're looking at this book.
Yeah. This is the information to get rid of all the coffee that's here. It makes some money in the process. So I was just looking at.
You hear a door close.
Oh, where?
Might be the front door. You're not sure.
I'll get up and go look.
You get about halfway across the room and you see Gordon coming around the corner there.
Oh goodness.
Your uncle. Dressed in black dragon scale, black cloak, sword on his shoulder that has a red gemstone in it. His eyes are that glowing blue. It's so different than, like, you see the Verbidine blue, but you know he has a ghost in him. You know he's taking that step to carry one of the ghosts, the elder ghosts. Anyone that takes that step to carry the elder ghost does it and then ends up finding a way to put the spirit at rest or becoming one with the spirit. You know that it will eventually happen to you, that one of the elder ghosts will come to you. Or you know that's the normal. But you know that Gordon didn't do that. You know that Gordon, some other ghost got involved with him. You're not sure what the tale is exactly or what's going on, but you know he's no longer a ranger. You know he's a dark ranger, which requires a ritual and a ceremony with a cut on your face and all this stuff. You know he's done that, and so you're a little leery, like it's been a while.
Yeah.
And behind him, you see a wood elf, and she's about 4'2". She's got thigh-high boots with a really short skirt, green, and a quiver and a bow. And the bow's way too big for her. Like, she's carrying it, and it's like 6 foot almost, and she couldn't put it on. Like, if she put it on her shoulder, it looks silly. But she has a quiver of arrows that's actually on her hip, and a blade, and she's got these piercing amber color eyes. When she comes in, she just kind of looks through you, and she's kind of behind Gordon, almost sneaking when she walks in. Behind them, you see a kid. He looks young, gray hair, though, shoulder length, and yellow eyes. You're not sure what race he is because he has a hood partially on, and he's kind of looking down, looks very nervous. And Gordon's like, Valia, my. He just stops for a second and looks at you.
Greetings.
The hell happened? Became a woman.
So much time has passed.
He walks up and opens his arms to hug you.
I'll hug him.
He hugs you and he gives you a legitimate hug. Then he pushes you back a little bit and looks at you and he's like, "It was good to see you."
It's good to see you too. I am sorry you didn't have a warning.
Family doesn't need warning. He smiles. you should be able to do well with the house and the coffee, and hopefully you get that straightened out. You don't really have to do anything. Some Red Riders, elite guardsmen, will come once a month. They have a key. They will collect the coffee and take it to the merchants. I'll have the account transferred over to your name at the bank, but I'll give you a way to make some money.
Nice. It's really thoughtful of you. How long does the coffee sit in here like this? Is it all the time?
He raises an eyebrow. Yeah, there's really no other place to put it.
Oh, so this I guess I was just curious how long between when it's delivered here and when it gets delivered to them.
So this is all of it, and he looks at it. Once this is all gone, you'll be gone. You'll be out of coffee.
Okay.
But one of those boxes or crates is about 15,000 gold.
Oh wow.
And usually there's 2 crates a month sold. If you could sell more than that, then you'll make more. But around 30,000 gold pieces a month is where you would be right now.
Okay, that makes sense.
Look, I got a favor to ask of you.
What?
Let me introduce Yela. The little elf comes around, kind of cocky, and looks at you and goes, "What's up?"
Greetings.
He's like, "This is a friend of ours that."
I'll get up and walk over there.
Okay. She looks at you, kind of eyeballs you as you walk up. She kind of turns like this and goes,
She would smile.
"What's up?"
What's up?
She does that. I need no introduction. And she looks up at Gordon, kind of shakes her tail a little bit. Gordon goes, "Of course you don't. This is Yela. And this is Dusty." And the kid kind of looks up at you guys.
Hi.
He looks back down real nervous. He's like, "They need someplace to stay and something to do. Your aunties would consider it a favor if you could let them hang out with you guys." And
Okay.
you see Yela kind of look up at him like this and go, "Of course it is."
Yeah. I haven't had a chance to actually look around. How many rooms is in this place?
There's 3 bedrooms upstairs, and then there's a basement. So there's some whiskey downstairs. No room really. There's a lot of barrels, big kegs, but there is an exit from down in the basement into the keep itself. It is a back entrance.
Really?
Yes, I'll let the guards know that if you ever happen to go that way, of course it would be out of emergency only,
Yeah.
not to arrest you or take you into custody. It's hidden over by the stairs. I'm sure you'll be able to find it.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe the upstairs is 3 rather large bedrooms, he says. You can take a look if you'd like.
It's okay. I was just curious.
4, actually, he would say. My bad. 4 bedrooms. He says there's 4 bedrooms, 4 rather large bedrooms, and of course the walkway the balcony over there could be a bedroom. I built that extra addition on there for Roos, but he never really was able to use it, and things are different now. We're in the headquarters, and
Okay. This place is beautiful. Thank you so much for letting us use it.
I didn't let you use it. It is yours. The deed is in your name. It'll also be in your bank account.
I didn't realize. It's really generous of
Remy
you,
saw it.
Uncle. It's really generous of you, Uncle Gordon.
It's all right. No worries. If you need anything else, of course, yeah. He nods at you and comes over and gives you a hug again. He turns and looks at Yale, and he says, I guess you guys can get to know each other. Yeah. He looks at both of them and then looks at you guys, and you can tell he's uncomfortable. And he's like, I'll see you soon, okay?
You're good.
He turns and starts to walk out. Dusty kind of watches him go by. Yayla just kind of walks into the room, like saunters in. This is a nice place. You're lucky.
Yeah.
Must be nice. She looks over at you. Right?
Right?
Yeah. Remy's like, no shit. Fuck.
Yeah, this place is beautiful.
Yeah. I've never
Hey,
seen...
if you said this place is yours and that door that's locked, yeah, I guess you can go in there now, right?
Yeah.
You want me to pick it?
Let's see if the key works first.
Yayla just kind of looks over at him. Are you a thief? And he goes, yeah. Well, at least you're an honest one.
Yeah, I've never been
So-
given any gift like this before.
What's your name? She says, and she kind of holds her hands up like this.
Valiant.
Valia. You are his niece, so Valia Lightfoot.
Vain.
Vane. Valia Vane.
Osith.
Huh?
Osith.
Never heard that name before. That's unique.
Cool.
Looks over at Remy. Remy's like, Remy, what's up? She's like, what's up? Well, and then that guy, and she looks over at Vay. See Vay, he's in contemplation. He just kind of looks up at her like this. I'm Vay. Well met. She's like, yeah, well met. Kind of bounces her head back and forth like this. And Doobie introduces himself, walks up to her, and she's like, hey. Holds out her hand. She does this little hand thing with him, and he's like, it's nice to meet y'all. She kind of starts walking around. The kid's still standing over there, kind of like this.
I'll walk over.
Yeah, me too.
He kind of gets tense for a second when you start to walk towards him, and he
What's
kind of
your
looks
name?
up at you with these yellow eyes. Dusty?
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 It's because your eyes are yellow? She'll smile at him.
He looks nervous for a second, and then he's like, I guess.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Dude, what's up?
I'm okay.
You don't seem like you're okay. You're not scared of us, are you?
He looks real nervous when you say that.
We're not gonna hurt
He
you.
kind of starts to step back a
Hey,
little
hey.
bit, like real nervous. He's like,
We're not gonna hurt you.
Yeah.
Let's be friends. She'll kind of smile at him.
Goodness. You have no reason to fear us.
Yayla walks over to him and kind of rubs his head like that. He just kind of looks at her. He doesn't really jump. He just kind of looks at her like she's already done this to him. She's like, oh, he's fine. He's perfectly okay. He's just a shy one. That's what all the other kids said to you, right? That they weren't going to hurt you. And he just kind of looks at her and he's like, she goes, well, doesn't look like these ones are going to. You're probably okay. So what's up?
All is well.
What you doing? What's going on? What you got? Where you guys from? What's your business?
Zombie hunting.
Fuck yeah! I knew I was gonna like her. She just says that to the air. Knew it.
See, Remy. That was just supposed to be like, see, Remy.
Remy, his eyes kind of get big. He's just like, she's fucking crazy. You know, he looks at her like, she's like, yeah, I've been waiting. They're like fucking pincushions, man.
Yeah? You know how to take them down?
I've never met one, but
Oh.
I'll take them down, yeah.
So, well, these are special.
They are Gigi zombies.
These are faster, stronger, smarter.
Yeah.
This the short version.
Basically.
We got a meat shield? She kind of turns and looks over at Vay. You see him look up at her like, I don't know, do we? He turns and looks at Braid, and Braid's like, yeah, we do. And he looks at her. She's like, okay, so you're the dude I stand behind. I like to shoot between people's legs, you know, when I can. He kind of looks over, Braid looks over, and he goes, don't shoot me. She's like, I won't. I'm really good. Don't worry.
Nice.
So we need a plan.
Yeah,
We need to come up with a plan.
we do. And some equipment, because we have to bring them back alive.
You have to bring zombies back alive, Dusty says, and kind of looks up.
Yes.
From where?
The thistles?
Where do you have to take them to?
The front gate.
Walks over and sits up and leans up against a crate over in the corner, and then you see him just go.
Well, he's thinking.
Can I
about
tell?
it.
Can I tell like what his like classes or anything like that? But
So you
looking
look him
at
up and down. He's dressed in a plain yellow, slight yellow colored robe,
Okay.
gray shoulder length hair, yellow eyes, no wands, no daggers, no swords, no armor, no, he's got sandals on, a belt, and a little bag on his belt. And that's it.
What do you do? What you think? What are you good at?
Who, me?
Yeah. What are you good at?
I can think.
You can think.
Yeah, when I'm not distracted.
Freaking rude as fuck. I'm done.
You can tell he didn't do that like to be rude. He's like being distracted. You know, that's why he says it.
She'll look at you.
And then he
like,
kind of stops for a second and he looks nervous at you. He's like, I didn't mean that how it,
It's okay.
I didn't mean that how it sounded.
It's okay.
Yeah, goes, yeah, you did. Say what you mean, boy. She's little too, 4'2". She walks over to the fucking fireplace and sits down at the chair that's sitting there. She's like,
Nice.
Vay looks over at you guys as she's got her back to her buddy and goes,
He just what?
he like points at himself and goes, shakes his head no, and then goes, like I'm
Like,
not
I'm
the
not
annoying
on
one, it's fucking her.
Oh, they're gonna make for some great comedy.
They are.
Mm.
It's beautiful.
So, after a few moments, what do you do? Like,
I'm gonna go try that door, the door that's
So,
locked,
Okay.
and see if the
we
key
need-
works in it.
okay, you walk over there and yeah, it fits right in, unlocks
Unlock
it. Yep.
Open it.
You see a desk. It's like an office room of some sort.
Okay.
I went up a level. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Right here. And there's like a table and a chair and a couple other tables. Roll a observation. Actually, roll 6 first, and then you can roll an observation.
3.
You notice a secret door on the floor next to the chair,
Nice. And yes.
and you find the lever that opens it
Nice.
underneath the chair.
Nice.
You pull it.
Yeah.
So right here, if you look closely, you can see there's a staircase. It's underneath these tiles, which open up when you pull that, and it goes down.
Badass. That's the way out.
So you look down, and you can see these huge kegs down here,
Nice.
and it looks like some barrels against the walls.
Whiskey, he said.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's what you see down there. Do you close it back up, or
Yeah.
okay?
And
And he told you there was an exit from there to the castle somewhere down there.
Put the key away.
Okay.
I'm gonna go sit back down in the living room. pull out some leaf paper and some wolfsbane. I'm gonna start rolling a joint and start talking about our plan and be like, so, we need
Sit
some
down next to her.
handcuffs.
Babe's like, I could use some of that.
She'll roll it up. I don't have a lighter. Anybody got fire?
Doobie's like, I got you.
Do it.
He hands it to you, and then starts coughing really
I'll
loud
take it.
with this really high pitch. Fucking hilarious.
You made the dog go. That was great.
Gabby loves it.
I'll hit it.
Okay.
Hand it to whoever's sitting next to me.
Room starts smelling like coffee and weed mixed together.
Be like, so we need some like handcuffs or something. Maybe some ball gags so we don't get bit. Maybe a big net. I don't know.
I just need 10,000 gold pieces. That's what Dusty says. And someone to take me somewhere.
Do tell.
Is there any paper in there? And he points towards the desk, towards the office area.
I don't know. I'll go look
Over on the table, you see some with a quill.
and pick it up.
He comes in there kind of meek, and
Here you go.
he goes over to the table and starts sketching out something.
Interesting.
Let me make a roll real quick.
I'll hit that joint one more time and give it back, and then I'll walk in there to go see.
He sketches out this wagon that's hooks up to a horse, single horse, but it's a longer wagon. And at the end of that wagon, and the wagon can it looks like it can turn and move kind of like a snake. It's got a couple storage spaces with bars, like jails, little jails. And at the end of it, the last one has this device. It looks like a metal hand. That's what it looks like. And the way that it's drawn, it looks like rope is used with it too. So like it grabs things and then the rope goes around them. And then the hand puts them into the cart.
Oh.
And it's got gears and all kinds of stuff. He goes, it will take a master blacksmith and probably quite a while to create this. Maybe 3.5 weeks, he says, and he looks over and Faye's like, oh, fuck, I thought you were going to do something cool. And he walks back out the room. Dusty looks up that way and he's like, what?
You know what, Dusty?
This is cool.
This is absolutely genius, is what it is.
You see this gear here? If this gear, I think that if you put two pieces of metal, like a metal hollow tube with another tube, you hear Faye in the other room, God damn it, we need to get this shit done and get it ready. Anybody got any real ideas? And Dusty kind of stops and looks at you and he's like, yeah, maybe it would take too long.
This is genius, though. This
It
was a
is.
really cool idea.
It really is. This, for him, and the reason that he's being like that is because this is his quest to become an anti-paladin.
It's okay. I'm used to it. It's all right. I understand.
No, it's not alright.
It's not okay, and just because you're used to it doesn't mean you should have to put up with being treated that way.
You hear them talking in there as you're in the office.
As she says that, she raises her voice just slightly.
Okay. All right.
Just not like she doesn't scream, but like just slightly, just enough to be treated that way. No, not like that. Not like
Just slightly.
just
Okay,
slightly.
roll into your charisma to do it not too much or not too little.
11 under 21.
Okay, you do it just perfect, enough to that you kind of raise it and might get some attention. You're not sure. Nothing happens. You just hear them pause for a moment in there, and then they start talking again.
Good. Anyway.
Dude, Dusty just kind of looks at you and he's like, "Well, yeah." He hands it to you. You can have it.
Thank you. I will roll it
Seth
up
would kinda
and put it in my bag with my
Look
ones.
around. So this is all yours now, right?
Yeah.
Is there a notebook in here? She kind of smiles.
You look over and you see a whole thing of paper just sitting there.
Hmm.
It's not in a notebook, but they're loose. Like scrolls. Like scroll
like
paper.
scroll paper?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll make a note of that.
Okay.
Yeah. She'd be like, "What do you mean a notebook?"
Like a book with paper?
Oh,
Like
I
blank
see.
paper?
Just a book.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just curious.
I don't know. You know what? Let's look around real quick. They'll come up. Oh, Vay's gonna fucking have an aneurysm. Vay's gonna have an aneurysm.
He looks over at you, Dusty looks over at you and like, they're pretty easy to make.
Are they?
Yeah. Could you make a couple out of those?
He looks
that
over at him,
paper?
he's like, need some leather or some wood and I need, I don't think I have the tools. He kind of looks at it, but I know how to,
Could you make me a list of what you would need to make them?
to make notebooks. Yeah.
Cool. And we're gonna
Now?
Yeah.
Oh, you meant later.
Yeah.
Okay. I can do it later.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
You're okay, Dusty. You need a minute?
What is your name?
Velia.
You're nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
And your name?
Oh, so.
You're nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm done now. He looks back down.
Do
He
you
turns and walks out of the office and then back over where the crate was and leans up against it.
go out there?
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Follow him. Okay. You come out and Vade's like, hey,
So,
hey. Real
handcuffs.
fucking idea right here. And he points at Yayla and she's like, of course. So I know this place where we can buy handcuffs
Mm-hmm.
and chains.
Okay. And then, what did you say? A ball gag?
Mm-hmm.
They carry those there too. I
wanna get
wonder what
bit?
those are for. Those are for zombies, aren't they? No?
Because that's what we can use them for.
They are too, I know.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're for. Sarcasm deep in her voice when she says it, you
Okay.
know.
All right. So, yeah, we could get them. I know where to get them. I know where to get wagon. We can get a horse. I know where to get a horse.
Okay.
We'll need a horse, right?
Horses are expensive.
Yeah, but
Are
you guys work for Gordon, right?
No.
No.
Gordon's my uncle. I don't work for him.
And who are you working for then?
Nobody.
I work for them, kinda. Mama Lily, she's got my back. Yeah,
Yeah.
one of the heroes of the North. I have a room in her house, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Does that mean you won't need to stay here?
I can stay here. I can go there. Whatever. But anyway, you you guys should be able to afford a horse, right? Right? Dave's like, we are not going to buy a horse. How is a horse going to get through the thickets?
That.
Yeah.
Yada's like, well, how are you going to get the shit out of the thickets?
Mm.
You need something.
Some way to haul them all back.
Yeah. Dave's like, well, maybe she has an idea. Good idea. Well, they need to be alive, right?
They do.
Damn it.
They do.
Could tie ropes to them from a horse and just drag them out of there.
I hope it doesn't kill them.
Yeah, that's the worry.
Because if we kill them, we can't.
Dusty's like, it's a lot of meat.
What do you mean?
The horse. Tie a zombie to a horse. The zombie's gonna eat the horse,
Oh.
and the horse can't get away.
Mm.
Osa starts laughing.
Dusty kind of holds his head down. Babe's like, yeah, maybe he's right. Maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe we could just be feeding them. That's not good. I like her idea with the handcuffs.
Yeah.
Gayla's like, I can get them. I can get them.
All right.
And a wagon. Shit, I can get a couple horses too if you need me to.
Well,
I mean, we could use them. That's a good idea. Use them as bait. Yeah?
well, if you get a wagon, you're gonna need a couple of horses to haul it,
Yeah. So maybe I should get 3 horses.
for sure.
Okay. I'll get 3 horses, a wagon, and a bunch of shackles. How many shackles?
We need 12 zombies.
And
All right.
hands
So
and
12
feet.
shackles.
24.
Yayla's like, Dusty's like 24.
24. Hands and feet.
Oh, yeah. I guess we'd want to do both, wouldn't we? And then 12 gags?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, meet you at the front gate?
All right. How long?
When you want to meet? It'll take me a couple hours to do this, probably.
Okay.
Vay, you said you didn't want to do this till tonight, right?
Well, I didn't. I figured we would try to come up with a good plan. We really don't have a plan right now. We're just buying shackles, right? How are we going to?
That's a good start, though.
It is a good start. Yayla says she'll go and get that stuff and meet you at the gate. It'll take her a couple hours, maybe a little bit over that.
All right.
But I guess this means I'm in, right?
What do you mean?
The gang.
Sure. She looks at him. I was like,
Okay.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I know I'm not the leader, but I hope to be one day. She looks around at all of you.
Yeah.
She looks at Vay. She goes, until then, you better be smart. She looks right at him, and he kind of... She turns and walks out.
Oh. Goodness.
Vay kind of looks over at you guys, and he's like,
Mm.
that's a wild one there.
Yeah.
I like her.
She got a lot of energy, that one.
She
Is that joint
fights.
still burning?
Yeah.
I'll walk back over.
And he hands it to you. He says, I hope she fights as well as she talks.
Me too.
She's a spitfire. So, and that's a lot that she's doing. So, that's pretty cool.
Remember, he's like, I've been seeing her around last few weeks.
Oh yeah?
She's a refugee too.
Is she?
Yeah.
From Monarch?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't think she came here right away though. I think she was a late arrival.
Yeah, I haven't seen her.
I don't know. What can we do to get ready? She's got
Doobie's
that.
like, we can finish this joint.
What is that again?
Wolf's Bane. It takes all your pain away. Well, it depends on what kind it is, but it makes you excited and with plenty of energy and no pain, or it can make you sleep by the fire. And
What does that one do?
I don't know. And he looks over at you.
I'll look at Remy. Where'd you get it?
I think that's Lily Balm.
Mmm.
I think that it's gonna put you on the couch and make you want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
But it'll take your pain away.
It'll be gone before we leave tonight. It'll be gone in a couple hours. Especially if you eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You notice no constitution checks or anything have been needed, so you're good to go for a while.
Okay. I'll take it.
Uh,
Just like, this is interesting.
Vave's like, so are we going to be like hanging out here and staying here?
Yeah. We should probably like pick rooms and stuff and look around upstairs, huh?
Probably.
Hit it.
Come on, let's go look.
All right. He gets up. You guys go upstairs to take a look at what it looks like up there. There's 4 rooms. There's there's a big one, but all the beds are the same size. But there's a bigger room down at the end down here. When you go check them out, they all look completely unlived in, like brand new, never touched, hardly.
So
No windows to any of the rooms, and there are no windows in this house. Not a single window.
How strange.
Something I should have told you, but you
Yeah.
didn't. You didn't really ask, but yeah, not a single window.
Crazy. So how many of us are there? We're gonna have to like share rooms. Yeah. There's 4 bedrooms and then the loft out there.
Yeah.
There's 3 of us. There's 3 of you, and then
Dusty's like, there's
Dusty.
that room. He points over at the office. He's like, there's that room too.
There is. That's an office, though. I guess we could change it into a bedroom.
And then there's like, 3 couches. There's 2 down in the living room and 1 in the bathroom.
Right. And then there's sofas and stuff in the loft as well.
There's none up there.
Oh. Okay.
But you could move one from the bathroom up there, or there's chairs too, big fluffy chairs. So it's whatever you guys want to do. You decide your rooms and everything. Vay and Doobie will room together.
I'll take the loft. She'll say that. I don't sleep a lot anyway. So I'll take the loft and you guys can just split up the bedrooms however you want.
Cool.
I don't really see the need for an office, so. Dusty, do you want to turn the office into a bedroom?
I could, yeah. Thanks.
I mean, not you turn it, but I will have it turned into a bedroom for you.
Well, okay. All right. All right. Doors to the north. It's okay.
What do you need?
Huh?
What do you need?
Single bed and a table with a desk and a bookshelf and a place to put my clothes, like a chest, preferably at the foot of the bed, and a place to put my towels, something to dry off when I come to the bathroom. Go back from the bathroom to take showers, and then the chair in there with the table could work for so that I could read when I need to read, and or whatever. Kind of looks down.
What were you saying about the door?
It's to the north. It's okay. It's to the north. It's not to the east. It's better to the north.
Yeah. How come?
East is bad. The bad stuff's in the east. Demons and stuff in the east.
You mean like the war?
Yes.
Oh.
It's to the east, not to the north. The north is, there's nothing in the north bad in the north. Something good in the north. Not yet. Maybe. Later, I don't know. He turns and walks into the office. Vay kind of looks over at you.
I think he's been through some stuff.
Walks over and kind of looks in the room where he's at. Let us know what you need, all right? He closes the door. I don't think he's okay.
Yeah,
There's something wrong with this one. I mean, I thought something was wrong with Yayla. Was he? Your uncle's bringing us. Did I hear him say something about? What was it, Lily? Taking children in? Are these her children?
Lily's one of the heroes of the North.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yayla referred to her as Mama Lily. I don't know if you guys caught that or not.
So it's her mom?
Oh, I guess it's her kids. Well, I guess we better just fucking go along with it.
I don't think that they are.
No?
No.
Isn't Lily, she would look at Remy, isn't Lily a lesbian? She's
Yeah,
with
she
that
has a
girl.
girlfriend.
She has a girlfriend. What's her name?
Myra.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think these are kids that she's just adopted through the war and stuff, was what it sounded like to me.
Refugees.
Yeah.
Like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks at your belt buckle and he's like, so, you got a long story, don't you?
She would kind of laugh when he said that. I'm sure I would if I could remember it. I don't know.
Well, I sure appreciate you helping me.
Should be fun.
Look forward to working together.
Me too. So she would look at Velia and Veg. She'd be like, so you guys are Vulcan, right?
My whole life.
Do you guys have like a, so I have this thing that I can do. She would just look at him. Can you guys do that too?
Blood magic.
Blood magic.
The gift given to us by the gods. Every Vulcan is born with
Something.
the blood magic. Yeah.
Really?
Yes, we both have things we can do.
It's different for each person,
Oh.
but it comes from our blood.
That's kind of what I thought, but I just wasn't sure what the details about it were. Like I said, I've never met any other Vulcan. Right? Besides you guys.
Remy's like, you got magic?
It's not really magic. It's not, it's different.
Oh.
It's like a natural ability.
I
That
can just
comes
do
from
it.
Our blood.
So like, I could walk up to that fire over there and stick my hand in and it wouldn't burn me. Or like
Dusty opens the door as you're talking.
I could be underwater and I wouldn't drown. Or like somebody could try to poison me and it wouldn't work.
Dude, I had no idea.
That's amazing.
Like I think it even works in the way, and I haven't tested this, but I think that like somebody could try to hit me and I could like make it not hurt me for like a little while. Like not all the time, but for a little bit.
So essentially you can adapt to your surroundings.
Yeah. Yep.
For a certain period of time.
I'm pretty sure that's what saved me in Monarch because I woke up in fire and it didn't burn me.
Yeah.
So
Remy's like, man, you never told me that. Wow.
just never came up, man.
That's all right. It's cool. So what can you do? He looks at you and Vay. Vay just kind of looks at him.
I look at Vay.
Sometimes it's very personal. To be asking a Vulcan what is in his blood is a personal matter. She doesn't know any better because she's not been around our people. It's considered very, he looks at you.
Intrusive.
Yes, intrusive. And he's like, oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry.
It's okay. No offense taken.
No, none taken.
But I could see being really excited about that, having not ever met anybody else that had a similar experience.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. Thank you for sharing
Yeah, man, of course.
that. And
Like she's totally nonchalant
So-
about it, you know? There's no
your makeup that you're wearing?
Yeah.
You say that you don't remember ever meeting another Vulcan or anything like that. Your makeup is very specific
Yes.
to a Vulcan tradition.
They told me to do that when I took Blackroot. The gods. They told me to do it.
He looks at you like when she's talking to you, he's like,
What is
Really,
it?
too, she's like, her eyes get a little bit wider, and she's like,
what gods? You talk to the gods?
I always just assumed it was my goddess. It's not like you talk to him. It's not like that.
Oh.
It's like visions. I don't know. Have you never taken Blackroot? Should look at him.
Yes, of course I have. We were required to do it in the Duma. All Vulcan, especially Rangers. But it is a tradition that is granted to any that wish to take it. It's the path.
spirit journey.
Yes. But we only do it once. And he looks at you.
To find our path.
Yes. You're telling me you do it all the time.
Yeah.
Mm.
No wonder you think you talk to the gods. Anyway, she's right. The symbol on your face stands for something specific.
And your goddess is not, I mean, no disrespect, but your goddess Willak is not an elder god.
Mm-mm.
And the symbol that you're wearing, your makeup, is a reverence and respect to the elder gods. It's actually considered a sacred thing in my community.
The elder gods.
It's the ancient gods.
The old ones.
Who are the elder gods?
That's a long story.
Like when she says that to you, like she kind of, you know what I mean? Like you can tell she's like really
That's a long
interested.
story, and there's
They
a
are
lot
many.
to it. You have missed a lot about your culture growing up. I feel sad for you a little bit.
Well, I have this feeling that it was like ingrained into me at one point because I can't remember anything, but I still remember the language. And I know that I'm Vulcan. But that's all I can remember, so it must have been really ingrained into my head for that to have been the only thing that stuck.
You also carry a Verbadyne Ranger, very specifically Ranger symbol. Came from somewhere.
It could cause you problems. If a ranger that is not understanding sees that, they're going to want to know who you took it from. I'm sure Valia was shocked the first time she saw it.
You're
I
the
was.
first ranger I've ever seen. Verbadyne ranger.
My father
Cool, yeah.
and Uncle Gordon.
That's the first time I've ever seen him.
Yeah, I don't know. But
Or he was.
he was.
He's a Dark Ranger now.
Yes.
But he's still of the Verbadyne.
He is.
Just a different path.
Well, maybe we could talk about all that sometime. The elder gods. I know we got things to do right now, but I'd be really interested to hear and learn.
I would be happy to tell you what I know. For sure.
Help me with this quest and I'll answer whatever questions you have.
All right.
Deal?
Deal.
And specific questions about the Verbadyne. Our people, the Vulcan. Not any question. Just so that we're clear.
She would laugh.
He smiles.
All right. So what now, guys?
Well, I suppose we need to just wait and meet with Yayla and capture us some zombies. So, let's get our rooms all worked out, everything worked out, and get our equipment ready and Let's go meet at the front gate. So he'll go up. Doobie goes up too to get the rooms ready, and Dusty's still standing in the doorway as he leaves and everything. He's just kind of standing there. You get a bed. Get a bed. Can we get a bed? For in here, can we get a bed?
I can.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I need somebody that knows their way around the city, I guess.
Where do you want to go?
I know my way around the city.
My uncle said that there's a bank account for me, so I need to find the bank.
That's up in the keep.
That's up at the keep, yeah.
And then I can do things like get you a bed.
She can take you. I'll stay here. By the fire. I can stay by the fire. Okay. He walks over there. Sits down.
Poor baby. Yeah, I can take you.
Remy's like, yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Good excuse. Can we get through the gates, you think?
Yeah, I go up there all the time to deliver packages to your mom.
Oh, okay. Well then, like, she's never sent me up there before, but cool. I never been up there.
You've never been up there?
No.
Dude, that bank is not fun. Let me tell you what.
Well, you can tell me. We're gonna go see it.
No, it's not fun. She'll start walking. It's scary.
What
like,
do you mean, man?
Dude, you walk in and there's like little holes in the walls for bows and arrows all over the whole entire walls. Like a murder hole. Like the whole bank is like a murder hole. It's intense, let me tell you.
Well, they're storing money there.
Yeah.
Faces.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Don't fuck up while you're inside there, I can tell you that.
So, didn't he say there was a passage to the keep from here?
He did. He also said to only use it in case of emergency, and then he would let the guards know not to kill us.
That's a long walk.
There's an elevator. But it's not really, I don't know.
That's still a long walk. Remy's like, the elevator goes to the military. They won't let us use that. We gotta go up the causeway.
That's gonna take forever.
Yeah, it's like a half a mile. So we're gonna have to go like a mile to 2.5 miles. Is how long.
God.
Yeah.
It's
We don't
all
have
the
time
way.
to do
It's
all
all the
that.
way up there
Dude,
at the top of the thing.
If we could go a back way, that would be the way to go. It would.
Okay.
Hey, what? How could this be? This could be emergency because we're trying to complete the quest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're Gordon Lightfoot's niece. They aren't gonna say shit. They're
What
gonna
if
do
they
shit.
arrest us?
Then they'll be in trouble because they arrested Gordon Lightfoot's niece. Vay goes, well, they might not arrest her. Turns and looks at Remy. What, you mean they arrest me and not you guys? It's possible, it depends, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I say we can make a go for it. Faces. Remy's.
I guess we could just like walk in like we own the place, and if nobody says anything, you could tell them your Uncle Gordon told you that you could go
Yeah,
this way,
that's what I say.
or we could go around. Either way.
No, let's do it. Let's do it.
Right on, right on.
Let's do it.
Let's go find it.
Okay.
I know where it is.
Oh yeah?
I found it.
Okay, cool. Where's it at?
Toward the office.
Okay, you go in there.
Uh-huh.
All
I'm
right.
gonna walk behind her.
Okay.
Let her go first.
All right.
Pull the lever.
Okay, it opens.
Come on.
All right. So you go down into the basement, and this is what it looks like. You find the secret door to the south over here, where you see the little passageway.
Okay.
You find the secret door over there. There's a lot of alcohol down here, like a lot. And you look at the ceiling of this basement, and it looks like there's some kind of ruins all over the ceiling, and it's not Verbadyne. Some kind of magical ruins. You're not sure what they are. You've never seen them before.
The clerical?
No,
No?
no.
Weird.
Anyway, you find the secret door in the passageway that goes off to the keep.
Who all went?
Everybody
but Dusty.
but Dusty.
Okay.
Dusty stayed behind. And
I hope somebody locked that damn front door. She says out loud, fuck, I hope somebody locked the front door. We left Dusty alone.
Yeah.
Damn it.
can't you talk to him?
Oh, I can.
You can send a servant to lock it.
That's what I'll do.
Yeah.
Oh, this is, I haven't got to use this yet. Freaking cool. So I will touch the necklace.
Okay.
And we'll invoke the servant.
You see yourself appear in front of you, kind of a spiritual, spirit-like, ghost-like form of yourself. Identical, and it looks at you.
Go upstairs and lock the front door.
Starts floating, and then it goes,
And come
starts
back.
to go up, and then it stops. Floats back down to the ground, and you see it go over to the stairs and go up the stairs. Faye was like, it stopped.
Did it.
What
Those
the-
magical ruins.
Something.
Nice. Nice.
Ghost, ghost, you hear from upstairs. Ghost, ghost,
Dusty, it's
ghost.
okay. I'll telepathy to him.
Okay.
Dusty, it's okay.
Huh?
It's me. It's called a servant. It's just magic. I'm sorry.
Okay. A few moments later, it comes back.
Yes, thank you. And put it back in the
Goes back into the necklace.
nice.
That is so cool.
That's, I would say, the coolest gift that I've ever gotten, but the house.
Yeah,
I
dude.
can't believe you gave me a house.
Fucking house,
Oh
man.
my goodness.
Vay's like, yes, yes, yes. Come, let's go. He goes through the door and starts walking in the cavern, and there's a torch on the wall that he picks up off of it, and he kind of looks back and he holds it up to Doobie. Doobie's like, and it lights.
Nice.
He'll start walking forward. So it is a long passageway that goes down, and it's damp and kind of slick, and there's moss, and then it ends up going back up, and you really got to work to get up, but it's a lot quicker than going all the way around. You come into a small circular chamber that has a spiral staircase that goes up through a doorway, and you go up that, and you come up to the keep. So we need to open this map real quick. So it's on the walls of the keep is where you come up. It's I'll pull it up here in a second, but it's the far top left
Mm-hmm.
of the castle up on the hill.
That left tower,
Yeah, the
That's
far
closest
left
to the
tower
water.
that's closest to
the drop off.
yeah. I'll show you. Okay, right here. Just to the left of 67 there. That's the tower that you come up, and it takes quite a while to go up. You got to go up like 300 feet or so, over 300 feet. And then you'll come out a doorway that comes into this courtyard right here. Now, as you're going up the staircase, you don't see any guards, but when you get to that top level where that door is that goes into the courtyard, you see two guards standing there. And they stop and kind of look at you, and you see them draw their weapons.
Hi, I'm Valia Vane, Gordon Lightfoot's niece.
And they sheathe their sword. Nice to meet you. They open the door for you with a gate that they pull up.
Nice. Just go through.
And close it behind you. They didn't even ask questions.
Good. Take off.
Okay, so now you're standing in this courtyard right here, and this is all grass, and then you see stables over here. There's guards all along the walls in different places. You see the castle itself, like you can walk up to the front door of the castle right now. It's right there next to you. You see the big beacon lights at the 5 locations at the top of the towers that come up from the keep, lighting this whole place up. And to your right, there is an archway at 64. This
Have I ever been in this area of the keep before?
No, you've only been through the front gate. After you go through the archway, it comes past a place called the Nest, which your other characters are very familiar with, and the Merchants Guild Hall and the Blacksmith Guild Hall, and you come over here to 55 to the bank right next to Lily's apartment. And as you're coming down right here, you look this way and you see that goes out towards to leaving the castle. And right here in this area, you see a wagon with 2 horses hooked up and one tied in the back, and a bunch of equipment, chains and ropes and pulleys and stuff in the wagon with a big tarp on it. And you see Yayla standing there and talking to somebody.
Nice.
Here she is.
And you just keep going, go to the bank?
Yeah.
Okay. You go over to the bank and you have to go around the corner to the west side, and you see stairs going up to a very heavy looking door.
Walk up it.
Okay. You can go in.
Yep.
So it's all black in here with dim lit lighting. All the walls around you and the ceilings, there are little slits everywhere. You're not sure what they are. They're all over the place. Then a huge desk in front of you that's up in the air about 6 feet, and then the desk is about another 3 feet, so it's like 9, 10, 12 feet above you, looking up with stairs that go up each side and doors behind there, behind where the stairs are, and a door behind where the desk is. With a big man, bald head, dark skin, bald headed, you know, so very typical Danitarium look on his face, brown eyes, black cloak, fine attire, and he kind of looks down at you all. He's like, "Greetings, come on in."
Greetings.
Hello.
Welcome to the Bank of Beacon. How may I help you? Oh wait, you're Vayli, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes.
My uncle told me that.
Yes, he's let me know. No problem. What? How can I help you today?
Well, I needed to buy some things for the manor.
Very well.
I just wanted to see how much I have and what
So,
I could do.
we do supply in interior decorating and furnishings and things of that nature from the bank here. If you're interested, we can get you quotes on whatever you like.
Okay.
All the builders come through here anyway, and the Merchants Guild Hall.
Okay.
So you just let me know, and we'll take care of that. Also, if you need markers for any of the money that you have within the bank, you can provide those.
Okay.
We do money exchange, you know, whatever it is you need, and financially we're here to help.
Okay. Where is my starting point? Uncle Gordon said that he had left a bank account in my name.
Yeah. I think he put just enough in there for you to operate. Looks like, I'd say about 20,000 gold pieces. You should have another deposit in about 10 days of 30,000, so you got about 20,000. He kind of looks over at you and nods, like,
She'll nod at him.
and Thieves Candy says, still working for Morsi, right? You don't understand what he says. You don't either. Remy looks at you and then looks at him and goes, "Yeah, we are." And he says something you don't understand. And he looks at you and goes, "Yeah." He nods.
this is the first. I just realized as you said it, this is the first character I think I've ever played that doesn't know Thieves' Cant.
Yeah.
That was crazy. I was like, oh yeah, and then I was like, wait.
No, I don't.
No, I don't. That's never happened before.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Goodness. I want to get the downstairs, the office downstairs. Are you familiar with the Vane Manor?
Yes, yes. I was responsible for its construction.
Oh, it's beautiful. I love it.
Wasn't my choice of what to do, of course, but I think it turned out real well.
I want to turn the downstairs office into a bedroom.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea.
For Dusty, for our friend Dusty. He has a list of things that he wanted to be able to function. And then the loft area, if there's some way that we could turn it into, or add a privacy curtain or something to where
Wall?
it's well,
We could have put a wall back behind a little bit and still leave it as a balcony up there if that's something you want to do. So I think the best way to do this is for me to send a contractor down there.
okay.
Take a look at the place, you tell him what you want, and then he can go from there with me.
Okay.
And then once I get a number, I'll let you know from what you want.
Okay.
Get
Wonderful.
you a quote on what to do,
Okay.
how to do it.
Nice.
By the way, the deed is in the bank. I have it right now. It's, if you need it, it's here.
Okay.
I just need to get your signature,
Okay.
and for the account and for the deed to Vane Manor.
Okay.
Your uncle's already signed it, so give me a moment. I'll be right back.
Okay.
He stands up and goes through the door. Remy's like, "Fuck, dude,
Right?
this is like grown-up stuff she's doing."
Yeah, for real though.
For real, man.
This is my first day as a real grown up, y'all.
You're fucking doing good, man.
I've lived in my daddy's house my whole life.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. This is kind of fun.
I bet, Remy says. He kind of looks at you. Vay's just kind of standing back there, waiting. And a few moments later, he comes back out. He has the paperwork, scrolls for you to sign and everything.
Assignment.
Yeah, he asks you to come around to the right, and he meets you over at the end of the desk and has you sign everything. You go up the stairs, and he has you sign everything. He asks you if you need any markers or anything.
Yeah, how does that work exactly?
Whatever it is you need, whatever amounts, and he tells you how to use them, and he tells you they're useful in Monarch and anywhere in the north, any major city in the north. Of course, not Warkeep. But
So if I'm
Westwall, North Point, any of the cities. Verb works in Verb, and you know there's a bank in Verb, so.
So if I end up going somewhere where they don't take the markers, can I get that kind of money from you or from the bank?
Yeah, we can give you whatever you want.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Wonderful. Thank you. I'll take markers and
So how much?
wonderful. I guess I don't even know. Really don't need that much right now. So this, forgive me, one more question. So you just I tell you how many markers I need, and then if I go.
You just tell me how much gold you need,
Oh.
and I give it to you in whatever form you'd like. Markers, gold, silver, gems,
Okay.
platinum, whatever you'd like.
Okay.
If we switch it to gems and things, there are some small fees with some transferring. Normally, we typically work with markers
Okay.
and gold, and that's usually where you want to stay. If you go outside that, there's fees and different things that happen.
So
couple thousand.
Okay, no problem. He gives you a couple thousand in markers. Get your signatures and all that stuff. He asks you if you want him to keep the deed for you. Okay.
It's safer here, I'm sure.
No safer place in the city, he says.
Nice. Thank you again for everything.
You're welcome. Anything else I can help you guys with? Nobody just says anything.
Thank you.
He nods. You guys leave. All right. So you guys gather together up by the bank there, and you go around the corner, and you see that Yayla's starting to move the wagon with all the stuff to go down there.
She'd be like, Yayla.
She looks back, waves. Hop on! Come on!
So sorry, I wanted to get
She'll
there.
grab Bailey's hand.
Bay's like, oh, goodness. So you guys get over, and he'll grab the back horse and get on it instead and untie it. Kind of ride behind you guys.
Yeah, I don't have land riding or anything like that.
And you guys go down the causeway and all the way to the front gate.
I'm sorry. What did you say she had in the bank?
She had 20,000 and you took 2,000, so you have 18,000.
Okay. So I have 2,000 in markers and 18,000 in the bank.
Yeah. It's around noon, and it's not raining, but it's a little bit cloudy. When you guys all meet at the front gate, you head down to the front gate. And so there at the front gate, you see guards all over the place. Oh goodness, you see guards all over the place, and they open the gates for you guys as you come through with the two horses and the wagon full of stuff. And you come out onto the cobblestone street or road, the northern road, and you kind of just go across the northern road, and you can see that there are wagons all up the hill going to the north, waiting to come in. When you guys came out, you were coming out at an area that people are coming in to, and you see other wagons and people and traders and stuff like that, merchants and stuff, and the guards nod at you when you go out and everything. You guys start to get to the edge of the thistles right here, and the horses and everything stop, and you see the thistles there. You never seen anything like these before. You know, they look like osage in our modern day. Thorns all over them, thick, hard pieces of wood. There's barely a path at all. You're gonna have to somehow make a pathway to get through here, and you can look down, and like about 2.5, 3 feet under the bushes is a crawl space that can be crawled through, but you don't want to go down on all fours and crawling in here. So you guys all kind of come to the edge of the thistles there and stop. And that's where we're going to stop tonight. You guys are ready to capture the zombies, to chain a zombie, to become a knight is the name of the quest. So we've had so much fun. I hope you guys have too. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and welcome to our new module, low level characters. It's a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to doing session 2. Maybe not next week, might do it. Of course, we'll release it weekly, but we might get to play it sooner than that. I know you guys went a couple weeks without being able to play, so you're really kind of antsy. But thank you all for joining me this evening. And I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Like, subscribe, share. Have a great night and or day wherever you are. Thank you for coming to OGM.
There's a gift inside the old gods granted me, a vision of the way to change reality. In the shadows creeping, can't rest your weary head. No time for you to sleep now, or evil it will spread. So gather all your friends and listen to my tale. Adventure story shaping magic and the veil. Dragons, devils, demons, and creatures that I fear, and heroes of the known. Just please don't be scared. The heroes are the monsters to the enemy. It all depends upon the way that you proceed. Original GM, we're here to set you free. Come join in the adventure. Who you wanna be? Who you wanna be? We are heroes.